They got us here and we ain't leaving. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't leaving. We're here. Eastern Conference Finals. Let's start the show. I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving. We're back. Back like we never left, because now that we're here, we're not going anywhere. Eastern Conference Finals. We got 8 more games to go, starting here tonight in Game 1 in the Garden. I gave the Knicks 1 goal here tonight. Don't kill our vibes. Not a single one of them. Don't you dare do it. Tonight, Game 1 against the Indiana Pacers takes on a multitude of levels of storytelling here. Number 1, the Knicks' first time in the Eastern Conference Finals in 25 years. It is a historic day where the Knicks are not only in the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years, they are hosting the Eastern Conference Finals as the team with the better record, as the team with home court advantage. So take advantage of your home court in Madison Square Garden. You should not lose tonight. Don't kill our vibes. The other level of storytelling, it's up against the Indiana Pacers. Right? And on one level of that, they eliminated us from the playoffs last year. We need our revenge. We need to give it right back to them. Right? That is level 1. Level 2 is the history of these two teams going at it, battling to get out of the East during the 90s run, the most prolific era of New York basketball, of Indiana basketball as well, by the way. So, on all these levels, don't kill our vibes. Come out tonight. Make a statement. They just had the TNT crew up here talking about how most of them got Knicks in 6. I'm telling you tonight, Knicks in 4. You know what? I'm going to go Knicks in 5. You know me, Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise, but I want to go Knicks in 5 because I want to celebrate a finals berth in the Garden. Right? So I'll give them 1 in Indiana just because I want to come back to New York, smack them up on the home court so we could celebrate all over again. Like it's the 4th of July. Like it's Merry Christmas all over again. Thanksgiving. We're going to have everybody out on 7th Avenue, on 33rd, right in front of the Garden, all over New York. Right? We're renaming streets in New York City around our guys because tonight is the night you continue your history-making run. It cannot end here. It cannot be a one-time thing. You have the entire city on your side. Time to come out and don't kill the vibes. Let's start the show. Carl Jean-Baptiste, AP, Justice's dad, Sweetie, Susan, Mike, John Corley. What's poppin', everybody? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. K Hazy, appreciate you. Let's get it. I'm ready to go. I hope you guys are ready to go. Should we leave the lights on? Nah. Let's turn the lights off. Let's let the Knicks give us a reason to hit the lights again. Right? Let's wait for the Knicks to give us a reason. Ricardo, what's up, Ricardo? Justice's that's at the top of the story ends here. I didn't even mention Obi just because I almost entirely forgot about him. When he comes up off the bench, he's going to have to deal with Big Mitch. And we'll see how that works out for him. We'll see. Top of the story ends in May. It should. You know the starting lineups. We know the Knicks. Knicks haven't changed anything since game 1. For the Pacers, they haven't changed much either. Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner. We know it. Both these teams have an extensive history against each other, even this iteration of the teams, not just the history of the franchises. So, I'm expecting a fantastic energy here tonight. Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? And the Pacers win the tip as Nembhard steals the tip, by the way. So Nembhard gets it over to Turner. We're off and running here for the conference finals, baby. Lock in, Knicks. And Nembhard steps back for a straightaway 3 as Anunoby just kind of gave it to him, slipped and fell, couldn't get up and guard it. And Nembhard starts off the conference finals with an open 3 and some full court pressure here from the Pacers. Josh Hart's going to bring it down against Nembhard. Josh Hart has it up top. Directing some traffic. I like it. Bridges cutting back door, pump fakes in the lane, gets a layup to go, and I like the offensive possession there from the Knicks with going immediately right to Mikal Bridges. Immediately right to Mikal Bridges, who cut back door for a nice layup. Good pass from Josh Hart, of course. Nembhard up top to Turner. Turner fakes the handoff, gets it out to Halliburton, being chased by Bridges. Pocket pass to Turner, a mid-range pull-up jumper for Turner, and he banks it in purposely. The purposeful bank shot, you rarely see it in the NBA now, especially since Tim Duncan's up out of the league now. One of the only guys keeping that bank shot alive. Brunson has it up top, gets it over to Towns, gets it over to Hart. Hart up top, being guarded by Nembhard. He gets the start on Nembhard. They have Halliburton on Bridges. Interesting. Towns hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right, being chased by Nesmith. Leans in. Fall-away jumper for JB along the baseline. Got it to go. Nesmith took a fall. He's trying not to foul out. But it's 5-4. Both teams knocking down their first 2 shots of the game early. And this is going to be a beautiful execution game right here. I like it. Halliburton out to Siakam, who pump fakes. Now gets it out to Nesmith, coming to his right. Anunoby picks up Nesmith. Mid-range pull-up jumper from him over Anunoby, and he splashed it along the right baseline. And a couple of mid-range jumpers going down for the Indiana Pacers. If you guys watched the Cleveland series, Indiana had it going from the perimeter. They have been in fuego with their jump shooting, and that continues here in Game 1. Knicks need to lock in, and also I like that they're keeping them out on the perimeter so far. Josh Hart gets it over to Towns. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Turner. He gives him some space, and Towns knocks down the 3. Okay, he is loving the space that Turner just provided him there. I love it, Towns. Both teams 3 for 3 from the field. I love the start to the game. Nembhard's going to dance with it. Anunoby switches onto him. They get it out to Siakam. Siakam on the right wing, up top. Good ball denial. They get it out to Halliburton, being guarded by Bridges. Halliburton up top, coming to his left, driving it down. Brunson forced to pick up. Halliburton all the way to the basket, gets the scoop layup to go as he hits the floor. And now the Knicks are going to push the other way. Brunson up top. Being guarded by Nembhard, coming to his right off a Towns screen. Steps back, a straightaway 3 for Brunson. And he comes up short on it, but Towns with the offensive rebound. Has Turner in the post, shoves it over to Bridges. Bridges, little fall-away jumper along the baseline. Can't get that one to go. And the first 2 misses of the game go to the Knicks. And now here comes Halliburton. Now that the lid is off of the basket for both sides, here comes Halliburton driving down to his left. Leans in, leaves it off. Turner, a mid-range jumper. Another one from him, and he splashes it to go. And the Pacers remain perfect so far. 11-7 to start. Brunson bringing it down. But they're not giving them anything in the paint, which I like. Except for the one Halliburton drive. Towns hits Anunoby, cutting back door, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart lost the ball, picks it back up in the paint, knocks down a layup. Way to make something out of nothing. A little minor mistake, but he was able to clean it up. Here comes Siakam bringing it down the other way. This is a very fast-paced game. You know the Pacers like to play with a fast pace. They get it over to Nesmith. Nesmith a 3 over Anunoby, and he splashes it. And the Pacers have yet to miss a magnet ball game for the Pacers here in Game 1. They are perfect from the field. Brunson bringing it down against Nesmith. Hands it off to Hart, up top to Towns. Towns driving to his right on Turner, putting his head down, attacking to the basket. Layup, can't get it to go. That's 3 straight misses. Home run pass to Siakam, all the way down the court, and he gets the one-handed slam in transition. On the fast break, beautiful pass from Halliburton, and they're 7 for 7 from the field to start the game. All right. Brunson on the right wing. Gets it over to Towns in the post on the right wing, being guarded by Turner. Backing him down. Drop step, right hook. Gets it to go off glass. A lot of contact, no foul call. Here comes Halliburton pushing the other way. Halliburton gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard up top, dancing with it. Coming to his left, off the screen. In and out dribble. Step back, kicks it out. Turner. Another mid-range jumper from Turner. And he knocks it down again. 3 wide open jump shots from Turner out of the mid-range. Now, it's not from 3-point range, but 8 for 8 from the field. Pretty decent looks for them. But they're knocking it down. And I think the Knicks are going to live with that offense. Mid-range jumper from Miles Turner. Not sure they're too concerned about that. Nesmith hit the floor. Brunson floater. Can't get it to go over Turner. Here comes Halliburton pushing the other way. Halliburton has it up top, dancing with it as Bridges picks him up. Pulling it back out. Now coming to his right. Rejects it. Over to Nembhard. In the corner to Nesmith. Swings through along the baseline. Going against Towns. And they call a foul on Towns. Come on, Towns. Come on, ref. A lot of body contact. Just talk about it. Go talk to him about it. Not the start you wanted to see defensively. Josh Hart comes up with the steal, though. The first turnover of the game goes to the Pacers. Josh Hart over to Towns as the trailer, spot up straightaway three, and he knocks it down. All right, Towns, 2 for 2 from three-point range. He loves the space that the Pacers bigs are giving them. And the first time out of the game goes to the Pacers. I like it. I like it. Dog catcher, what's up, dog catcher? Drolano. Cone Eye the score, what's up, Cone? Keenan Hart, what's up, Keenan Hart? Don't like to start on defense. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I know they're 8 for 8. I know they haven't missed a shot. But the reason why I don't mind it is because what are the looks that they are getting in the half court? Mid-range jump shots from Miles Turner, right? If you ask Rick Carlisle, I think he would say, I don't know if we want to live off of those, right? Now, close out on him a little bit harder than they are. But the reason why you're not seeing a hard closeout of Miles Turner mid-range jump shots is because it's Miles Turner mid-range jump shot. It's the ball out of Halliburton's hands. It's the ball out of Siakam's hands. And they're settling for these mid-range jump shots. So, all right, let's see if they can live off of that. Now that he's a little bit comfortable with his jump shot, he'll probably look to spread it out to three-point range on these pick and pops now rather than the mid-range. Part of the reason he can't get it out to the mid-range because the Knicks are showing high on Halliburton. He's trying to kick it over to Turner early. Turner doesn't have enough time to get out to the three-point line, so he's settling for those mid-range jump shots, and he's knocking them down. He's 3 for 3 from the mid-range jump shots. But again, ball out of the hands of Nesmith, ball out of the hands of Halliburton, not Nesmith, of Nembhard, is I think exactly where the Knicks want their defense to be right now. Don't overreact to mid-range jump shots made from Miles Turner is where I'm at. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Eamon Owis, what's up, Eamon? John Corley said, let's go, Cat. 2 threes for Karl Anthony Towns. I love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. Chi-Chi said, defense a little bit sloppy, but I know Indy's not gonna keep shooting it like that. Yeah, look. It looked like on the literal first play of the game that Nembhard walks into an open three. Looks like Anunoby slipped and got tied up off a screen. And so he slips and falls, and Nembhard ends up with a wide open straightaway three. Not great, but sloppy, like you said. Sloppy to start the game. Gets stripped up on the first play, and Nembhard ends up with a wide open straightaway three, which he knocks down. There's another play where Nesmith knocks down a contested right baseline jumper. We talked about the mid-range jumpers from Miles Turner. There was one breakdown where Halliburton comes off a screen. Brunson's supposed to switch it, but he wanted to hedge in, but he had to switched it late. Halliburton gets all the way to the basket for a layup. And then Siakam with the run-out dunk off of a miss from the Knicks. That's something that is troublesome for the defense because that is something that the Indiana Pacers love to do. They love to leak out and go out for long passes like that because they know Halliburton's one of the best hit-ahead passers in the game. So that is something where I think that has been sloppy. But I think overall the defense has been fine. I think the Knicks are pushing them in or putting them in positions where I think they're very comfortable with, right? They've knocked down 4 mid-range jumpers to start between Turner and Nesmith with a mid-range jumper as well. Ernest Catch, what's up, Ernest? Just Dad said they're on pace for 200 points. Knicks not far behind them either. 18-4 with 7 minutes to go. I like to see that. I do like to see that. All these bots coming into the channel recently, my goodness, man. My goodness. GG said, Cat is taking us to the finals. JB is winning us the finals. It's going to be a combined effort from the both of them, man, for sure. For sure. Alyssa Lester, what's up, Alyssa? Joe, what's up, Relic? Halliburton bringing it down. Here we go. We're back into it. Halliburton off the handoff, driving it down in the air, hands it off to Turner, and Turner with a two-handed slam. That's bad sloppy defense right there. Excellent play from the Pacers. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. The Pacers have still yet to miss. Brunson up top being guarded by Nesmith. Spinning. Fakes the handoff, driving it down against Nesmith, goes to the basket, and lays it up and in, right through the chest of Aaron Nesmith. And brother, you can't guard me, big dog. Good effort from him, but his whole game plan right now is to tire him out as much as he can. Halliburton dancing with it against Towns, up top to Nembhard, a straightaway three over Josh Hart in a late contest, and the first miss of the game goes to Nembhard. Lorenzo Jackson, what's up, Lorenzo? Here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way. Has it on the right wing, Nembhard guarding him. He's just going to back him down. Back him down in the post, back him down in the paint. Lefty hook shot, got it to go. Where's my foul, too? Got it to go. Where's my foul? I'm too big. You're too little. Here comes Halliburton pushing the other way, coming to his left off a Turner screen, driving it down. Floater off glass. Gets that one to go. And again what they want right now. But a mid-range long bank floater from Halliburton, I think the Knicks are looking to live with that, but maybe not that close, maybe not that comfortable, right? Mark said they missed a shot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, they missed a shot. Bridges has it up top, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Neesmith, gets it over to Towns. Towns up top, hits Bridges cutting off a screen, knocks down the little jumper in the paint. And it's 22-20, both these teams going back and forth. Nembhard coming to his left off a Turner screen. Stepping it back, kicks it over to Siakam. Siakam against Josh Hart, driving it down, steps, crosses over to his left, spins to his right in the paint, puts up the hook shot, got fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Maybe don't reach, Josh. Maybe don't reach on that one, big dog. So Indiana's only missed 1 shot so far. Just that I've never seen this before. We have seen this, though, just as that. We saw it last year in Game 7 when the Pacers did exactly this in Game 7. They did not miss a shot in that game. So Siakam knocks down his first free throw. Russell Field, what's up, Russell? You know, I said that's an okay foul. I don't like it. I don't like it. Siakam, that's an absolute go-to shot for him for sure. A little push shot in the paint like that, but I don't like it. Robinson has subbed in. Siakam knocks down both free throws. He subs in for Towns. Bridges gets it into Josh Hart. Get it over to Bridges. There you go. Bridges will bring it down against Halliburton. Bridges has it up top, coming to his left off a Robinson screen. Fall away, foul line jumper. In and out, can't get it to stay. Robinson, an offensive rebound, goes up, gets fouled. Yes, sir. Beat him up on the glass, Big Mitch. Immediately into the game. Beat him up on the glass. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it immediately. Carl said, we can't go punch for punch against this team. We need to get stops. They for sure need to get stops. For sure. At some point, you need to force the Pacers to miss a couple more shots for sure. Robinson at the foul line. Misses his first free throw. Come on, Big Mitch. Roger G. Wall, what's up, Roger? You know, I said, Mitch in, we want some stops, for sure. For sure. Just that said, Mitch been looking so good lately. I mean, this is just Mitchell Robinson. Honestly, he's not even looking like prime Mitchell Robinson yet. The full athletic power of Mitchell Robinson still isn't there. Now, it may never come back with the injuries, but Robinson's at the foul line. Missed the first one. 1 more to go. Come on, Big Mitch. Knock it down for us. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Obi Toppin, who has subbed in, just grabs the rebound, and now here comes Nembhard over to Halliburton. Halliburton coming to his left off a high Turner screen, pocket pass to Turner, ball knocked out of his hands, he picks it back up, out to Halliburton, being guarded by Bridges. Halliburton pulls it out, coming to his left off the screen, kicks it over to Turner. Turner, a pick and pop 3, over the contest hand of Robinson, and he gets it to go anyway. Miles Turner. That was the thing I was worried about with the open mid-range shots from Turner. He's feeling it now with his jump shot. He's very comfortable. He's 5 for 5 from the field. McBride is in. They get it over to Bridges, cut to the basket. Scoop away with the left hand. Got it to go. Beautiful, beautiful cut from Mikal Bridges. And they're kind of killing him with 1,000 cuts right now. But like you guys said, we got to get some stops. They've missed 1 shot here tonight so far. Halliburton coming to his right. Steps back for a right wing 3 over the contest of Mitchell Robinson. Airballs it. Maybe Mitch got a piece of it. Doesn't matter. Here comes McBride pushing the other way. McBride on the left wing. Halliburton's going to pick him up. McBride's going to dance with it. McBride's going to dance with it on the right wing. All right, kick it around now. Now crosses over to his left. No passes made on this possession. McBride in the paint, fall away paint, jump shot, in and out, can't get it to go. Robinson, another offensive rebound, and then gets fouled. Yes, sir. Beat him up on the glass, Big Mitch. Obi Toppin can't hold you off the glass. You better get in Thomas Bryant. You better get in a big man. You better get in a big man. Rick Carlisle, you're not going to keep Mitchell Robinson off the glass with Obi Toppin. Come on, man. Joseph Nelson, what's up, Joe? We're still not showing our big lineup. Why? It's early in the game, Joe. You don't throw out the haymaker in round 1, brother. Come on. They get it in the Bridges. Bridges along the baseline, pass fake. Got nobody to get it to, and he throws it away. Come on, big dogs. Come on, Bridges, picking up the ball there along the baseline. He had nowhere to go. Victor Marquez, what's up, Victor? Here comes Halliburton bringing it down. Halliburton over to Nembhard, up top, pass fake. Good defense from the Knicks, good switching. Thomas Bryant down low. They're showing two defenders. Now up top to Nembhard, one-on-one against Robinson. Crosses over, down the lane, stops, pump fakes, inside pass. And beautiful pass from Nembhard. Mitch, you got to get your hands up there, big dog. Can't allow that pass to get through. McBride gets it into Josh Hart. Josh Hart being guarded by Toppin in the open court. Brunson has it up top. Jab step, coming to his right, driving it down. Hesitation, in and out dribble. Step back three over Nembhard. He's got some space, comes up short on it. The jump shot not there for JB right now. Missed his last two threes, his first two threes. Here comes Halliburton pushing the other way. Halliburton dancing with it against Bridges. Pulls it back out, over to Toppin, now back to Halliburton. Halliburton coming to his right, crossing over to his left, driving it down, in the lane, kicks it out. Toppin relocates for an open three. McBride rushing out. He can't get the three to go. A long rebound finds its way out of bounds. It's going back to the Knicks. Oof. Oof. And a timeout's going to be called here. Timeout is going to be called here, probably by the Knicks, but they didn't specify. Mitch, see Mitch down there? And he's guarding like this. Mitch, you got to guard like this against Nembhard. He shouldn't be able to get that pass up. You got to get your hands up, big dog. You got to get your hands up. Justice's dad said, Toppin will brick for us. Action-packed, elite playoff hoops. This is what good basketball looks like, y'all. This is what good basketball looks like. Z Despair. Did commentary just say Tibbs coached the Bears? I don't know. I'm barely listening to the commentary. I have it on very low volume. So if they give any interesting tidbit or give out any stats that I don't have, I could relay that to you guys. But other than that, I'm really not listening to them. Hard to listen to them when I'm talking over them, right? Roger G. Walt said, perhaps should slow down, can't play their game. For sure, can't play their game. They thrive this way. But also, they're not playing poorly playing this style. And they don't play poorly when they play faster. As a matter of fact, some of their best offense comes when they play fast. The issue comes when they don't miss and you don't really adjust to it. I think part of the adjustment is probably waiting to see if they're going to continue this level of shooting all game long, but, you know, they tried that in Game 7, and that ended up being a blowout last year. But the Pacers are getting anything and everything they want right now. They're playing a fantastic game. Knicks have to pick up their defensive intensity, and I think they will with this lineup that they have out there right now, but AB said, how's OG looked? Played, how many minutes has he played so far? Played, obviously, the start of the game. First 6-ish minutes of the game. 6-7 minutes of the game. And it looked fine, but not all that impactful yet. Hasn't really put an imprint on the game so far here in this first quarter of Game 1. But OG looks fine. He hasn't taken a shot, played 7 minutes. No rebounds, no assists, no nothing. Zeros across the board for OG. 8 for Towns, 6 for Brunson, 2 for Hart, 6 for Bridges. Everyone scored but Anunoby. Robinson off the bench missed his first 2 free throws, obviously. We talked about that. McBride missed a shot in the paint that I didn't like. I didn't like that shot in the paint. Just as Dad said, OG got fast breaked on. It's not an OG thing. That is absolutely a team-wide thing. Team has to get back on defense. That is a team-wide thing. We're not sure who responsibility is to get back on defense in that situation. It's usually not a wing, though. It's usually one of the 2 guards. Probably Bridges. But where was Bridges? Was he taking the shot? I don't remember the play specifically. You know, I said, finding it hard to enjoy the stat with all the spamming. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. I know, man. I know. It's frustrating to see. I get you. I'm trying. I'm getting him up out of here. George Jones said they packed those commercials in the playoffs. Jeez. I know. They love their commercial breaks for sure. All right, here we go. We're checking back in. Under 3 minutes to go. It's a 7-point deficit for the Knicks. And Josh Hart will bring it down against Toppin. Hart has it up top. And TJ McConnell runs Brunson over for his first foul of the game. Josh Hart bringing it down, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson gets open for a minute. Pump fakes. Now coming to his left off of Josh Hart screen. Dancing with it. Crosses over. Mid-range jumper over McConnell. Bounces on the rim a couple times. Can't get it to go. Robinson snatches a rebound away. Kicks it out McBride. Left corner for three. Deucey lines us up. Yes, sir. Mitchell Robinson, his third offensive rebound of the game already. McConnell in the middle of the lane. Kicks it out. Toppin. Dropping to his left on Josh Hart. Gets the layup to go past Josh. Josh kind of getting cooked a little bit defensively here tonight to start. Brunson's bringing it down, dancing with it. Brunson coming to his left off a Robinson screen, driving it down in the lane, kicks it out. Josh Hart, left wing, no hesitation three from him, and he splashes it down as well. All right, both teams going back and forth. Nembhard kicks it over to Mathurin. McBride picks him up. Mathurin swings it over to Toppin. Toppin on the left wing, being guarded by Hart again. Toppin hands it off to Halliburton. Josh Hart switches onto him. Halliburton gets it over to McConnell. McConnell inside pass to Toppin. Toppin against Bridges. Under the basket, kicks it out. Thomas Bryant, the right corner three. Thomas Bryant can't get it to go. Excellent defense from the Knicks. They forced the Pacers to settle for a Thomas Bryant corner three. Bridges dancing with it against Toppin. In the middle of the lane, step back, follow-away jumper from him, and he got it to go. And the Knicks offense is moving and grooving. It's back to a one-point game, 31-30. Both of these teams are in fuego from the field. The offense is moving and grooving here. McConnell coming to his left, down the lane, into the paint. Can't get it to go, but they call a foul on Brunson with a little two-handed push. Come on, JB, you got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. The dog catcher, so we got to fight to win this game. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Just that said, pushing Pritchard, I mean McConnell. They're all the same. They're all the same. And I'm shortchanging Indiana. My bad. As McConnell misses a free throw. We love when our opponents miss free throws. Absolutely adore it. Absolutely adore it. You know, it looks like the under's falling tonight. Anybody who took the unders is not a very smart bettor. I'll tell you that. Does not understand how betting works if you took the unders here tonight. Game one of the conference finals with a high octane offense in Indiana and a Knicks team with all these answers offensively, not a good decision. And Brunson with the lob to Big Mitch. The Gotham lob is intact. The Gotham lob is in the building. When was the last time we've seen Brunson throw a lob? They throw it at Toppin, who's got Brunson buried under the basket, and he misses the layup. Yes, sir, JB. Yes, sir. Here comes Josh Hart pushing it the other way. Josh Hart up top. Josh Hart hits Brunson, come back door. Scoop layup for him. Can't get it to go, but he gets fouled by Toppin. He's going back to the foul line. You love to see it. You love to see it. Just that said, Mitch looks great and a beast. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It's almost like anybody who was saying we should trade Mitchell Robinson for Jonas Valanciunas didn't know what they were talking about. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? MVP chance for JB as he's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Joe, my man Relic, reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. Absolutely, if you're in the stream right now and you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. We are in here having a good time, celebrating the Knicks' first time in the Eastern Conference in 25 years. The first time I've made it as a fan of watching the Knicks. As Brunson's at the foul line, knocks down the first free throw. You love to see it, JB. Thanks for knocking down your free throws. Oof. Just that said, everyone wants to rock and make it happen on offense. And everyone's doing it, so everyone deserves the ball here tonight. Because everyone's making it happen. Anunoby subbing back in. All these spammers in the chat, my goodness, my apologies, y'all. Hey, if you want to be a moderator in this chat, send me an email, man. Send me an email. Email is located on the channel. But I'm doing it all myself here tonight. Chi-Chi said, love what I'm seeing from Bridges. You got to retire the nickname, Chi-Chi. I'm going to keep calling him Bridges. I'm going to call him by that man's name because he deserves it. He deserves it. Brunson misses the second free throw. Come on, JB. Robinson fighting on the glass. He can't grab it. Couple bodies hit the floor. Here comes McConnell going all the way the other way, and he gets the righty layup to go. How does that happen, Josh? Come on, Josh. Comes Josh Hart bringing it down the other way. 33-34. Josh Hart has it up top. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Off a Robinson screen. Driving it down in the lane to the basket. Lefty layup. Layup for layup so far. All right. Here comes McConnell bringing it down the other way. So Jack said JB equals just buckets. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Z Despair says, Mitch might not be a great offensive player, but his rebounding and defense make up for it completely. I absolutely agree. Anunoby subs back in. Robinson rips the ball right out of McConnell's hands. Robinson is all over the place. My goodness. Mitchell Robinson. Brunson has it up top. The crowd is on their feet. Knicks with a 1-point lead. End of the first quarter here. They get it over to Josh Hart. Slicing down the lane. Lefty layup. Gets the contact. Then he gets the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, attacking Thomas Bryant at the rim. And the Knicks with an opportunity to put up 37 points here in this first quarter. They absolutely went band for band here offensively against a high-octane offense against the Indiana Pacers. What is more likely to keep up? Which one is more likely to keep up, guys? Jonathan Martinez, what's up, John? As Josh Hart misses a free throw? Come on, Josh. We can't be missing free throws. Brunson missed one, now Josh missed ones. Come on. GG said, damn, my bad. Not Bridges, instead McHale. Go ahead, you call him McHale. You got to give him by his government now. He's done too well in the playoffs, man. We got to give him his respect. Tumultuous, up and down season, I get it. But we got to retire the nickname from McHale. He's come out and he's done his thing here in the playoffs. Exactly what we traded him for. Josh Hart does knock down the second free throw. And they are double teaming. They are double teaming Mitchell Robinson on these rebounds. And Mitchell Robinson, he's just a Hulk. Just moving people up out of the paint. Get up out of my paint. Give me these goddamn rebounds. He's too big. He's too strong, man. With 1.2 seconds to go, they get it over Nesmith. Nesmith chucks up a half-court heave. Can't get it to go. And that's the end of the first quarter. 36-34. The Knicks went band for band on offense against this high-octane Indiana offense. I'm going to keep saying it because there was some worry in the first quarter where it's like, all right, the Knicks are kind of giving exactly what Indiana wants offensively, right? They're not missing shots here. Let's go through the box scores. You know, I said, yeah, McHale's starting to earn it, but still should have been only 4 picks. The thing about that, Keenan, is what if Brooklyn said you're not getting them unless you throw in the 5th, unless you throw in the swap. You're not getting them then, right? Like, what do you do? What do you do? You know that's the guy you want. You know you're willing to pay a high price and overpay for it. You know you're willing to do that already. You walk away because you don't want to include a swap, right? You don't make it to this point if you don't do that because you lose DiVincenzo. You know, the front office knows we're losing DiVincenzo. They know this already, right? I know that the McHale trade comes first, but they know, okay, we're in contact with Minnesota for this Towns trade because Hartenstein left already. So we're in contact with Minnesota for the Towns trade, and they're telling us the trade's not going to get done without DiVincenzo. All right. What are our options to replace DiVincenzo? Mikal Bridges. Right? Literally another Villanova shooting guard. Fine. We'll overpay for him, knowing we have this Karl Anthony Towns trade in the works on the way. What do? You make the trade, right? Like, what do the Clippers have to do in order to get Kawhi Leonard? They have to overpay for Paul George because it guarantees them Kawhi Leonard. They absolutely overpaid for Paul George, but you have to do it because what are you going to do? Not do that and then don't end up with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George? You know, like it didn't end up with them having a championship. But you have to do that. You have to take the swing. You don't have a ton of swings at the plate. They're taking a swing here, and it's working out so far. You know, I said, only worth it if we get the chip because we could have had the picks packed for Giannis. Why would Milwaukee trade Giannis to the Knicks for picks. Why would Milwaukee do that? Milwaukee does not have any of their own picks. So why would they trade their best player with no Dame to be the worst team in the league next year without having their own pick? They'd give their pick, they'd give the first overall pick to somebody else. They don't have their pick. They're not trading Giannis for picks. They're trading Giannis for young players. The Knicks didn't have that. He wasn't ending up in New York regardless, whether they had picks or not. David said the way the Pacers started off, and we're up, we're in good shape. Let's look at the box score real quick before we start the second quarter, because I know it's on the way any minute now. Overall, the Knicks are 15 for 24 from the field. 4 for 6 from three is a beautiful sight to behold, considering how poorly they shot it in the first two rounds overall from three-point range. The Pacers are 14 for 19 from the field. The Knicks had far more possessions. Why did they have far more possessions so far? Mitchell Robinson with 3 offensive rebounds. Immediately, 5 minutes into the game, 3 offensive rebounds, and the Pacers are struggling to keep this man off the glass. Struggling, guys. If we can get some contributions from OG here, really put ourselves in a great position, but it's going to have to start defensively here, getting some stops on the Pacers. Bridges driving it down against Nesmith all the way to the basket. He gets it blocked on a chase down. Block from Nesmith. Come on, Bridges got to be able to finish that, brother. Get it up off the glass early. McConnell has it up top. They get it over to Siakam. Now over to McConnell, who dumps it down low to Turner, who had the mismatch against McBride. Campaign, who's in the game to start the second quarter, comes over and fouls Turner on the entry pass. Does that to Turner's leading scorers. Yes, he has, 11? Turner with 11. 5 for 5 from the field. Let's see if that'll continue. Mathurin has it up top. Hasn't had an impact so far. Mathurin, mid-range flip jumper over Anunoby. Comes up well short. Long rebound. Turner knocks it over to Siakam. Siakam's going to drive it down. Kicks it over to Mathurin. Mathurin goes up. Gets the foul and one. Get Campaign up out of the game, Tibbs. Get Campaign out of the game immediately. I've seen 30 seconds of Campaign get him out of the game. If you want another guard in the game, get DeLon Wright in the game, man. Get him out of the game, please. Jeez Louise. Gigi said, Payne comes on right away and one. Shake my head. That's 2 fouls immediately on Campaign. Come on, man. Here comes Campaign bringing it down. Make it up for us. 3-point play from Mathurin as he knocked down the free throw. 37-36. Bridges gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby step back straightaway 3. There's OG Anunoby. Welcome to the game, brother. Beautiful step back 3 from my man OG. Here comes McConnell bringing it down. Spins to his left. Has it on the left wing. Anunoby picks him up. McConnell's dancing with it. Coming to his left. Campaign switches onto him. Going along the baseline. Bully balls his way under the basket. Over Campaign. Gets it to go. Get him out of the game, Tibbs. He is not the guy to have in the game right now. Why is my score so off? McBride driving it down. Anunoby. Another 3? Comes up short on that one. McConnell with the rebound. Why is my score so off? What am I missing? A 3-pointer. And I gave 3 points to the wrong side. My bad. McConnell down the lane. Scoop blade with the right hand. Got it to go past Bridges. Here comes McConnell. Dre Day. What's up, Dre? Your Lakers flopped? Yes, they did, brother. Yes, they did. Luka did not look healthy. Bridges coming down against off of Mitchell Robinson's screen. A reverse layup past Turner. Got it to go. Love to see it. All right, tied at 41. Now we're into it. Now my score is correct. A little over 10 minutes to go. Here we go. McConnell reverse layup gets blocked by Bridges. McBride picks it up. Payne bringing it down the other way now. Over to Anunoby. Anunoby catches. Pump fake. Jab step. Jab step again. Coming to his left. Ball knocked out of his hands. Loose ball. McConnell picks it up. Come on, OG. Home run pass over to Siakam. Siakam down the lane. Scoop blade with the right hand. Got it to go. And a timeout from Tibbs. Get Cameron Payne out of the game, Tibbs. He does not belong. Jeez Louise, my voice. Excuse me, guys. He does not belong in this series. Get DeLon Wright in there. Get DeLon Wright in here. Justice Stat said, Hart getting a much-needed break. A lot of guys getting a much-needed break right now. Both Towns and Brunson off the court right now in favor of trusting Bridges and Anunoby to bring the offense. And I would feel all right with that if we didn't have Cameron Payne in the game giving away defensive possessions right now. He is getting picked on defensively. Get him out of the game, Tibbs, please. It's been a disaster. Literally every second he's been on the court has been a disaster so far. If he comes back in after this timeout, I'll be a little upset with Tibbs. This is the conference finals. We don't have time to be messing around with the rotations. If you're not here ready to go, get him up out of the game. Yeah, I'm looking online. I'm seeing a lot of people like, why is DeLon Wright not playing in the series? You need defense more than anything off the bench here in this series. Get Cam Payne out. Your offense was perfectly fine with no Cam Payne. Zero zip, nada. No Cam Payne whatsoever. Get him out. If you want a backup guard in the game to spell Brunson a couple minutes, put in DeLon Wright. Fred said, Cam, you got to do better. We're past that, man. This is the conference finals. That was me all season long. But we're past that. We are past it. David Oss Jr. said, Cam Payne needs to stay on the bench. Hasn't given us anything but garbage play in few new games. Outside of a fourth quarter in game one against Detroit, he's been bad in the playoffs overall. Completely bad. Time to pull the plug. You pull the plug immediately with Landry Shamet. Pull the plug with Cam Payne. I know you don't want to go to 7 men, and you're thinking, all right, well, Cam Payne can survive a 4-minute stint here while Jalen Brunson gets his rest, because Jalen Brunson will end up playing majority, if not all, of the second half. We know this. This is the playoffs. I don't care about minutes. We're done with the minutes talk. That's regular season talk. Yak said, Payne been horrible, Brunson coming back. Yeah, I expect Jalen Brunson to come back after this timeout break here. But I would also prefer Tom Thibodeau to just never go back to Cam Payne. If you, like I said, if you want a backup guard in the game, you have options. You have DeLon Wright. Go put DeLon Wright in. Bonamona said he's gone after the season. Almost every bench player outside of Robinson and McBride is gone after the season. So pretty much all of them. Shamit's gone. Payne is gone. You're hoping that guys like Kolek, either McCullough, Dadier, can step up. You still have Huck Porty in the wings. David said, rather see DeLon and Shamet than Payne. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brunson remains on the bench. Cam Payne remains in. McBride gets it into Payne. Payne will bring it down. Matherin's going to pressure full court. Payne has it up top, being guarded by Matherin. All right, Payne, this is time for you to make up for it. Good timeout. We talked it over. Time for you to make up for your woes here to start. And Bridges turns it over, miscommunicating with Anunoby. Thought he was going to continue to cut. He didn't. He stopped, looked for the ball in a certain spot. Bridges throws it out of bounds, thinking he was going to continue to cut. McConnell bringing it down the other way. Has it on the left wing, being guarded by McBride. Hits Matherin, cutting back door, in the air, hangs in the air, can't get it to go, and a foul, and Anunoby is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. I don't know if I like that foul call. Anunoby's not arguing, but I think that was good verticality from OG Anunoby. Let's see it. Let's see the replay. Great pass from McConnell, by the way. Anunoby goes straight up, and then he comes down at the last second swiping at the ball. I still don't think that's a foul because Anunoby bodies go straight up, and even when he does come down with the arm, he doesn't make contact with Matherin. I think that's a good defensive play. But either way, Matherin's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Matherin knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Stope Janek said, really can't wait to see the youngins next year. I absolutely agree, Stope. Now, this is obviously more of an off-season discussion and a lead-up to next year and summer league discussion, but I absolutely agree with you. I can't wait to see the youngins next year because I do think they'll crack the rotation. At least they should. That should be the expectation. Robinson subs out. Towns back in. Matherin knocks down both free throws. No double big lineup here in the first half so far. Cam Payne will bring it down against Matherin's full court pressure. Payne on the right wing coming to his left off a town screen. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges is up top being guarded by Neesmith. Bridges coming to his right off a town screen. Driving it down in the lane. Kicks it out. Cam Payne deep right corner 3. Too long, can't get it to go. And it'll be battling on the glass out of bounds off of OG. Get Cameron Payne up out of the game, please, Tibbs. Please, I'm begging. I'm literally begging. McConnell bringing it down. Has it up top. Gets it over to Mather. Back to McConnell. McConnell on the right wing. Coming to his left. Off the Turner screen. Stepping back. Now coming back to his right. Baseline pull-up jumper over Bridges. Excellent defense from Mikal Bridges. Hit the side of the backboard from McConnell. Hit ahead to McBride. McBride all the way. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby over to Campaign. Campaign, a straightaway three. And he got it to go. All right, Campaign. Something positive, brother. Something positive. There you go. Way to get it back. Way to get some of it back. Matherin on the left wing. Pocket pass to Siakam. He almost turns it over. He's able to gather it to the basket. Lefty layup. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense from McBride. Good help from Towns on the low end. Here comes Anunoby off the rebound. Putting his head down. Bully ball his way to the basket. Gets stripped by Nesmith. And he tried to save it on the inbounds, but out of bounds off of Nesmith. There you go, Campaign. Way to get something positive to go. Whew. Just as Dad said, 4 freak athletes and McConnell. And the ball finds its way into McConnell's hands every time. They get it into Anunoby in the left corner. He's going to pump fake, drive it in on Siakam. Shoves it over to Towns. Towns catches, pump fakes. Trying to drive it past Turner. All the way to the basket. Hangs in the air. Gets the righty layup to go past Turner. Where's my fouls? He knocks him to the floor too. Knicks retake Knicks retake the lead. Hit ahead to Turner down low. And he blows the layup. Excellent defense from the Knicks to not give up as Towns hit the floor and they tried to quickly attack. Campaign driving to his right, all the way to the basket. Scoop layup. Terrible shot. Fighting on the glass. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to remain with the Knicks. Good fight from OG Anunoby to keep the play alive. Janik said Tibbs' trust paid off. He made one good play. He knocked down a 3, which is a very good play. But he still has been an absolute disaster on the other end. And for the most part, has been bad offensively. They can't get out. Anunoby wide open right corner 3. Excellent pass from Campaign, but he can't get it to go. But Bridges right there for the tip. And a timeout from the Pacers. And we are hooping, fellas. We are hooping. Jennings, I'm being positive. I get you, Stuff. I get you. And I'm with you with the positivity. I'm trying to be positive for Campaign as well. Right? I'm trying to hype up the fact that he made that 3. I for sure am. I'm with you on that. It's still just one good play. I need a couple of good plays. That was a beautiful, and here's another good play. That was a beautiful pass out of bounds to Anunoby in the right corner, wide open for a 3. He just didn't knock it down. He also, good help rotation on the other end when Towns knocked down the layup and he fell down because Turner knocked him over, no foul call. It was good defense from Turner. I don't even think there was a foul there, but a lot of contact. Towns hits the floor. Pacers, they play with the pace. They don't call them the Pacers for nothing. And so the Pacers immediately running up the floor. Turner sprinting down, knowing Towns hit the floor. Okay, nobody else is as big as me. He's going to be able to hold me under the basket. He sprints to the front of the rim. They throw it down low to him. He catches it up high. He keeps it up high, but McBride and Campaign are there. Both hands high, both contesting, both doing a great job of not fouling, by the way. And they force a miss because Turner rushes it a little bit, and the Knicks grab a rebound. So that's 3 good plays from Campaign. So yes, Tom Thibodeau's trust is paying off. I just need it to continue because this is the Eastern Conference Finals, and our bar is set all the way up here. Our bar is up here, right? I don't just need competence. I need good play. And Campaign started off as a disaster, and he's slowly turning it around. But here we go. David said Bridges balling out. Yes, he is. Eamon always said, let's go. We're going to win it all. I appreciate the positivity, Eamon. We got a long way to go. We got 8 wins to go. Starting tonight. Just that's a JB, then Cat landed hard underneath. Playoff basketball, man. Playoff basketball. Get up. Dust them bruises off and keep it going. Stuff Janik said, this is going to die with the 8-man rotation, so I got my fingers crossed. Tibbs is going to die with his 8-man rotation. Almost every team is going to a very small rotation. Pacers are deep. I think them going deep into their bench is going to hurt them in the long run. You already saw Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench, and what did Obi Toppin do? Nothing. What did Thomas Bryant do? Nothing. Mitchell Robinson was in the game, and that may not be a viable front court to go up against Mitchell Robinson in this series. So I'm looking at Rick Carlisle like you may need to shrink your rotation. Minnesota has shrunken their rotation a bit. Even OKC, when push comes to shove and they're in a close game, they have a very tight rotation. Right? Mark Dagnall is going to put a guy in for a 4 or 5 minute stretch and like, do you have it tonight? You don't have it? All right, I'm going with somebody else. Now, they're way deeper than the Knicks, so obviously they have more opportunity to mess around with the rotations. Like, all right, Isaiah Joe doesn't have it tonight, I'm going with Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins doesn't have it tonight, I'm going with Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams doesn't have it tonight, I'm going with Kason Wallace. Like, they have guys on top of guys on top of guys that they can try. The Knicks don't really have that. They have Campaign, and they have DeLon Wright, and they have Landry Shamet, which is a very drop in basketball quality from those players. Just that's it. Halliburton's been contained too, basically. They've done a good job of keeping him out of the paint on most of the possessions. Obviously, he got into the paint a couple of times, and they ended up with very good shots for the Pacers. But for the most part, they've done a good job of keeping him out, and he hasn't had too much of an impact on the series. Turner ends up with a wide-open straightaway three. He can't get it to go. Good box out by McBride. Towns able to grab the rebound, hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing, driving it down, has it along the right baseline, being guarded by Nembhard. He's got the size advantage. Fall-away jumper in the paint, comes up short, can't get a friendly bounce, topping with the rebound. Didn't love that shot from Bridges. The Knicks didn't even come down to play offense with him. He kind of just went one-on-one against Nembhard. Halliburton has it up top. I know he felt he had the advantage, but I didn't love that. Halliburton pocket pass. Anunoby comes up with the steal. Campaign picks it up. He's bringing it down. Shoves it over to Bridges. Bridges, the left wing three. He's feeling it. Can't get it to go. Some of these open threes between Bridges and Anunoby need the drop here. Here comes Toppin bringing it down up top to Nembhard. Nembhard, jab step, coming to his left, putting his head down, attacking, loses it. Towns picks it up. Home run pass to OG. He's going to grab it, and he's going to blow the layup. What happened, OG? What happened, brother? Just blew the layup. I hope he didn't blow a tie or anything. He seems all right. They get it into Turner, being guarded by Anunoby. Puts up a righty hook, can't get it to go, but a foul on OG. And not a good stretch of basketball from OG Anunoby whatsoever. OG just blew a layup in transition. He seems fine. Thankfully, he didn't blow a tie or anything. Like, a hamstring didn't go out, a foot didn't go. He just blew a layup. There's no other way. But Turner misses a free throw. All right. We love it. We're back into it. The vibes are back. He almost killed the vibes with a missed layup. Well, the vibes are back off of a missed free throw. Josh Hart comes in for OG. To the bench, brother. To the bench. What happened, brother? What happened? Yeah, talk to your teammates about it. What happened, man? You good? You good? Take a breather. Drink some water. Right? Get the trainer on massaging the legs or something. I don't know. Turner does knock down the second one, though. Back to a 2-point game. Under 7 to go. Josh Hart's back in. Gets it in the Campaign. Campaign will bring it down. Paul Dog NYC, what's up, Paul? We're winning this tonight? I hope so, man. I hope so. Bridges coming to his right off a town screen. Driving it down to the basket. Under the paint. In the paint. Gets it out to Campaign. A one dribble to his left. Puts up the three. Campaign, baby. The trust is being rewarded. This is why Tom Thibodeau's a better coach than me. I would have put Campaign immediately. Matter of fact, I would have never put him in the game. I would have put DeLon Wright in the game. But Campaign 2 threes here in this second quarter. Nembhard gets it out to Halliburton, catches, pump fakes, they run him off the line, in the paint, puts up a floater, comes up short, fight for the rebound, Towns keeping it alive, through the hands of Mather, and he's able to pick it up to the basket against Towns, throws up an air ball, Josh Hart with the rebound, no foul call, here comes Josh Hart pushing it the other way, it's a 5-on-4, Josh Hart has it up top, out the Campaign, make it 3 in a row. Campaign can't get that one to go. Turner comes flying in for the rebound. Here comes Nembhard pushing the other way. Hit ahead to Halliburton. Now over the top in, wide open lane to the basket. And he blows a dunk. He blew the dunk. Missed layup for missed layup. I love it. Shove it over to Towns. Kicks it out Campaign. He's going to pump fake. Not fire the three. I like it. They get it over to Towns. Towns quick fires out of the left corner. And he knocks it down. We're hooping, y'all. We are hooping. Timeout for the Pacers as the Knicks take an 8-point lead. You love to see it. We're hooping now. We're hooping now. The vibes are restored. The vibes are restored. Karl-Anthony Towns is absolutely loving the space that the Pacers and Miles Turner are providing him after being hounded out on the perimeter by the Detroit Pistons and by the Boston Celtics for 2 series in a row. He's had no open space out on the perimeter. Tonight, the Pacers are guarding Karl-Anthony Towns with Miles Turner, and Karl-Anthony Towns is thinking, thank you, basketball gods. Watch me do what I do best now. Catch and splash, baby. Nothing but net for Karl-Anthony Towns so far here. What is that, his third three? He's hooping. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. MBM, what's up, MBM? Happy to see you, brother. Dope Genetics said Cam would die before going back to the G League. He's a fighter and has grit. So I get how Tibbs likes him. I get it. I get it, but this is playoff time, man. And not just regular playoff time. This is the conference finals. So you don't have a lot of time to mess around. Karl-Anthony Towns is 5 for 6 from the field, including 3 for 3 from the three-point line for 13 points. He is now the leading scorer in the game. Bridges with 12. Brunson with 9. Hart with 6. Anunoby with 3. He's 1 for 5 from the field, though, and he blew that layup. Come on, brother. Campaign with 6 points off the bench. Thank you, Campaign. Welcome to the game, brother. Welcome to the game. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Halliburton up top being guarded by Bridges. Notable Brunson still on the bench. Campaign has played 6 minutes so far here in the second quarter. Halliburton coming to his right, dancing with it. A sidestep 3 over Bridges. Good contest. Air balls it. Josh Hart with the rebound. And Josh Hart hit ahead to Campaign. Campaign pushing it on the right wing. He's going to slow it down. No, he's going to sidestep 3. I don't like that shot. We don't need that. Bridges fighting for it, battling for it. Neesmith comes flying in for the rebound. Now it's a 5-on-4. Bridges trying to hustle back, but he's in the backcourt. They get it out to Neesmith. Neesmith driving it down to the basket, gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Blocking foul on Campaign. Fred said, great decision from Cam to give it up, not to shoot. Not on that last possession, though. He did on the previous possession to give it back to Towns, and he knocked down that 3, which was awesome. That last possession, though, as Brunson's at the scores table, he's getting ready to check back in. Great substitution from Tibbs. Excellent decision to hold off on pulling Cameron Payne out. I was wrong on that. Campaign stepped up, and he came through when the team needed him. Shout out to Campaign. Good minutes. Good minutes. He giveth and he taketh. There was some positive, a lot of negative, but he started to turn around as the minutes started to go on. Appreciate Campaign for his services. Appreciate you, brother. GD said we need 15 points from JB before halftime. So he's saying we need 6 points from JB. He's sitting at 9 now. We need at least 3 more buckets from JB. Very doable in 5 minutes. Very doable. Neesmith knocks down both free throws. 48-54. Brunson bringing it down, being guarded by Neesmith. Brunson has it up top. Spins to his left, driving it down. Euro steps down the lane, kicks it out to McBride. A bad pass from Brunson. Off the mark. McBride had some space, but McBride had to come up to that wing area. That was where he was going to be open. Neesmith settles for a pull-up 3, and he knocks it down over Brunson. Knicks not getting back on defense. McBride bringing it down. McBride, fancy dribbling against 2 defenders, dancing with it, pulling it back out. McBride misses Towns as he was cutting to the basket. He was wide open. You got to pick your head up, McBride. He's driving to his left now to the basket. Scoop with the right hand. Can't get it to go, but he draws a foul on Neesmith. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Janik said, we need JB in the 4th. We know what he does. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hart said, I'm already in the win column on my over for McConnell. He was devastating to end that first quarter. He was devastating. He always is, man. He always is. So McBride's at the foul line for 2 free throws here. He knocks down the first one. Thank you, Deuce. Fred said JB needs to share the ball. He's doing exactly that, Fred. Everybody sharing the ball. It's excellent team basketball right now. McBride knocks down both free throws. Thank you, Deuce. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. You know I love when we knock down our free throws. I love it. Halliburton bringing it down. He has it up top. Gets it over to Toppin. Toppin coming to his right. Hands it off to Nembhard. Up top to Siakam. Swings it over to Halliburton. Coming to his right up the screen. Josh Hart switches onto him. Picks up his dribble. Gets it out to Siakam. Siakam being guarded by Towns. Coming to his right. He's dancing with it in the mid-range. Siakam in and out dribble. Fall-away jumper over Towns. Excellent defense. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Bridges, good box out. Knocks the rebound loose. Brunson picks it up, and he's bringing it down. Brunson, cross-court pass. Josh Hart, right wing. He pump fakes. He's going to drive it down to the basket. Puts it up off glass. He got it to go. No foul call. That had to be a block or a charge. He went right into the chest of Neesmith. No foul, though. Nembhard crossing over down the lane. Can't get the reverse layup to go. Mikal Bridges locking up defensively here all night long. They get it over to McBride. McBride to pull up 3. Line me up. Line me up. Comes up short. Toppin with the rebound. Here comes Nembhard. Nembhard's going to be picked up by McBride. Brunson's going to switch onto him. Nembhard's going to look to dance. Has it on the right wing. Now coming to his left down the lane. Draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Oof. Oof. So Nembhard's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Drew the foul on Brunson, and he misses another free throw. I love missed free throws from the opponent, y'all. I love it. I adore it. I adore it. Joe said Bridges got a pillow over them. Absolute smothering defense from Mikal Bridges here tonight. Nembhard does rattle in the second one. 6-point lead for the Knicks, 58-52, 3:40 to go. Now Brunson will bring it down. Brunson a pull-up 3 over Nesmith. He can't get it to go. He's 0 for 3 from three-point range. Come on, JB. Here comes Halliburton bringing it down against Bridges. Coming to his right. Stopping, turning, spinning, fall-away jumper. Excellent defense from Bridges, and he gets a nice friendly bounce. Hit the front of the rim, but got a nice friendly bounce over the basket. Now Brunson will bring it down. Brunson coming to his right. Anunoby a sub back in for McBride. The starting 5 is back in. Brunson around some screens, gets it over to Towns. Towns shoves it over to Anunoby. He wasn't ready for it. Anunoby coming to his left against Siakam. Ball knocked out of his hands. He picks it back up, steps behind the line, tries to get it over to Bridges, but knocked out of bounds by Halliburton. It's going to remain with the Knicks. Bridges gets it out to Hart. Hart coming to his right. Shot clock winding down. He's going to put up the 3. Comes up short on it. Fight for the rebound. Siakam knocks it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Knicks. Good fight, OG. Good fight. Mayweather K7. What's up, Mayweather? No crying for a rebound if the Knicks go down by 5 points. I appreciate it. I would appreciate it too, Mayweather. I would appreciate it too. Brunson gets it into Towns. Towns, back to Brunson. Driving to his left. Got a little lane. Gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Self-Gen said, hustle plays. We do it better than any team. It's the Knicks and the Thunder. The Thunder are also really good at the hustle plays. But the Knicks are definitely up there, especially with Robinson healthy now. Right? It's not always just grabbing the offensive rebound. It's keeping the ball alive. Right? Being on the glass, getting the ball knocked out of bounds off of the opponent, forcing them to knock the ball loose, and they end up knocking it out of bounds is also a great way to keep the possession alive, even if you don't grab the rebound necessarily. Brunson knocked down. Why is my score so off? Knocks down the first free throw. I was robbing the Knicks of 2 points. And he knocks down both free throws. Thank you, JB. Back to a 6-point game. 2:45 to go. Halliburton bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right off a stagger screen. Brunson forced to switch onto him. He's down the lane. Leans in, puts up the floater, gets it to go. Now Halliburton starting to get unleashed a little bit off these stagger screens, forcing Brunson to guard him. Brunson on the right wing, pulling it back out, dancing with it. Nesmith guarding him, coming to his left off a Towns screen. And an offensive foul on Towns. Come on, Towns, you got to set a better screen than that, brother. Towns definitely gave him the little shove off the screen. You got to be better than that, Towns. You got to be better than that. Just as his dad said, 140 would win it, I hope. Hey, man, we'll see. We'll see. On pace so far for 120. If not more than that. Second quarter's not over yet. We got 2 minutes to go. Halliburton up top being guarded by Hart on the switch. Now Brunson switches onto him. Now coming to his right off a Turner screen. A pull-up 3 on the right wing. Over Brunson, over Towns. Gets it to go. And now they are getting Bridges off of Halliburton, and now he's starting to get it going. Lloyd Hamilton, what's up, Lloyd? Brunson down the lane, draws the foul, gets the shot to go in, 1. Oh, my goodness. Gigi said, why is Brunson knocking the ball so much? Get Cat some shots. He's gotten the ball to Cat. They're bringing 2 defenders over to Towns, and Towns is passing it back out. Are y'all watching the game or not? Just that said, JB already clutching up. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're trying to run the pick and roll with Towns, and Towns set an illegal screen. That's a play for Karl-Anthony Towns. Come on, man. Put your spectacles on. Let's watch the game. Brunson knocks down his and 1 free throw. Halliburton will bring it down. Under 2 to go. Halliburton coming to his right off a couple of screens, steps back for a 3. Miscommunication. Halliburton wide open for a three. He can't get it to go. Turner on the offensive rebounds. He can't corral it. Towns picks it up. Here comes Brunson. Knicks called a break on the missed Halliburton jump shot. Brunson pulls it back out. Kicks it over to Towns. Towns, pass fake. Pass fake. Pulling it back out, being guarded by Turner. He's going to look to isolate now. I don't like this. I don't really like this. Towns dancing with it, coming to his right. Bully ball his way to the basket. Scoop away with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Nembhard ends up with it. Hit ahead to Siakam. Siakam scoop away with the right hand. Can't get it to go. No foul call. Excellent defense from Josh Hart. Nice pass fake. Swings it out. Brunson. Pump fakes. Driving to his left. In the lane. Hesitation move. Shovels it out to Towns. Towns in the left corner. He's going to pump fake. Drive it down to the basket. A lot of contact. Gets the foul call. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. I like the calm, smart decision from the Knicks offensively. Neither player forced it. Josh Hart didn't force it going to the basket. Swung it over to Brunson. Brunson didn't force it with a shot. Drove it into the lane. Didn't force the floater. Kicked it out to Towns. Towns didn't force the shot. Pump fake from 3. Drove it down. Got an easier look. Went into the contact. Drew the foul. Now he's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Now all we got to do is knock down our free throws. They're free, right? They call them free for a reason, so let's get them. Towns knocks down the first one. Thank you, Towns. He's got one more coming. Joe said this is good and smart basketball. It's very smart basketball. Playing smart basketball. Mike, what's up, Mike? Let's take these dudes out of here. Absolutely. Get them up out. Get them up out. Knicks have held a slight advantage all night long. Surprised we didn't see the Towns-Robinson double big lineup. Towns at the foul line, knocks down both free throws. Thank you, Towns. And a minute to go. Halliburton will bring it down. 3 fouls on Nembhard, by the way. Halliburton bringing it down, coming to his left off the screen, attacking Towns, kicks it over to Siakam, right corner 3 over Anunoby, well contested, well short, long rebound knocked into the air. Halliburton picks it up, a straightaway 3 from him, and he splashes it. Got to grab the rebounds. Offensive rebounds lead to wide open threes. We know this, right? Josh Hart bringing it down. Has it up top. Picks his dribble up. Good ball denial from McConnell. Now they get it over to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing. Brunson being guarded by McConnell. Brunson, jab step, coming to his left. A lot of contact with him and McConnell, and he draws a foul. Getting handsy with him. Getting handsy. Brunson selling the fouls. Joe said Tibbs waiting on the double. I think he trusts the balance without it. True. Twin Towers coming out versus SGA if we get there, but not right now. That length and speed combo is going to be sick. Very true with how fast the Pacers play. Having 2 bigs out there may not be the way. Very true. Very true. But I do think you could beat them up on the interior and force them to slow down a little bit because they're going to have to commit more players. And here comes Robinson in for Towns. Yeah, for Towns. So no double big lineup here in this first half. George Rodriguez, what's up, George? Towns with the 2 fouls. Tibbs wisely pulls him out so he doesn't pick up a silly 3rd foul. Brunson did knock down his free throw. I'm also shortchanging the Pacers. It's 62. And now 66. And now 67 as Brunson knocks down both free throws. A 5-point lead for them with 40 seconds to go. Mathurin will bring it down. Halliburton scored the last 10 Pacer points. Mathurin starting to get it going here at the end. A step back straightaway 3 over Brunson. Too long, can't get it to go. Josh Hart comes skying in for the rebound. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson on the left wing. Being guarded by Siakam. Brunson's going to hold it for what could be the final shot of the quarter, but there's a 6-second difference between game clock and shot clock, so the Pacers should get at least one more shot up. Halliburton went for the 2-for-1 on that pull-up deep 3. Brunson dancing with it against Siakam, driving it down, puts up the floater, gets it to go. Got it to go. Here comes Halliburton bringing it down. Against Josh Hart with some full court pressure. Over to Siakam. Siakam, ball knocked out of his hands. Turner picks it up. Chucks up a 3. Way off. Josh Hart maybe got a piece of it. Didn't even hit the backboard on that Turner heave. And that's going to be the end of our first half. Excellent defense from the Knicks. 69-62. A 7-point lead for the Knicks. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Especially with the way the game started out where it looked like Indiana was not going to miss tonight. It looked like Indiana was not going to miss tonight. And the Knicks went band for band with them in shot making. And here we are with a 7-point lead at halftime. So not bad. Not bad. The defense needs to pick up in the second half for sure. But after 2 absolutely demonic defensive teams that we went up against in Detroit and in Boston, having the offensive freedom that they're having here tonight must feel so good for this team right now. It must feel incredible to have the space to operate here. Let's look at it. I said big first half, especially Towns. I think everybody had a big first half. Towns with 15, Brunson with a quiet 18, right? It feels like a quiet 18 from Brunson and a very loud 15 from Towns. Zero tolerance, Bully Kennel, Daniel Tilson, what's popping, everybody? Right? I think everybody's gotten on the action. Bridges had his moments, 12 points, 6 for 12 from the field. He started to miss some in the second quarter, but he hung in there and gave us some points. OG 1 for 5 from the field for hit 1-3. Not a great game from OG Anunoby, and the Knicks survived it. They usually don't survive bad offensive games from OG Anunoby, but they survived that first half so far. We got another half to play. Got another half to get through, and hopefully Anunoby picks up his play in the second half. Mitchell Robinson with 2, Campaign with 6, with 2 threes off the bench. I love to see a Campaign. Appreciate you. Thank you. And McBride with 5, which was solid. We'll take it. Mikal Bridges played 23 of a possible 24 minutes in that first half, guys. He is not coming off the court. That man is going to stay on the court. He was extremely impactful with both his defense and providing some offense for us. Tibbs, you got to find him some rest here and there. I'm sure that the 23 first half minutes played from Mikal Bridges contributed to him missing some of those shots that he normally knocks down, but that's a 23 minutes and 12 seconds. Yes, he was off the court for literally for a couple of seconds. Right? Maybe we cool it just a smidge on the Bridges minutes. Right? Everyone else, I mean, they actually played significantly less than you would think they would, but Anunoby only 17 minutes, Towns only 16 minutes, but that's because Mitchell Robinson was extremely impactful when he got into the game. That was because Campaign, despite a really rough start, started to knock down some shots to allow Brunson to only have to play 17 minutes in the first half. McBride, 13 minutes off the bench, allowed Anunoby to sit, allowed Josh Hart to sit for a bit. That's at 48 seconds of no Mikal. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Hart said Mikal has crazy conditioning. Yes, he does. Even more so now that he's playing for Tibbs and he plays forever. Right? Even more so. Brunson with 7 free throw attempts in that first half. Again, very quiet 18 points for JB in the first half. Very quiet 18 points. As for the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton leading them in scoring after Miles Turner started 5 for 5 from the field. He's now 5 for 9. He did, in fact, spoiler alert, did not keep up his pace after that first quarter. Right? Missed his next 4 after hitting the first 5 to start the first quarter. Missed all 4 of his shots in the second quarter. Only 3 rebounds for Turner as well, which is nice. Halliburton with 14 and 6, dictating the whole offensive game for the Pacers. He's been fantastic so far. 6 for 11 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3. Started to get unleashed a little bit, coming off with stagger screens, forcing Bridges to switch off and forcing Brunson and involving Brunson and Towns in the screens, by the way, leading him to a couple of open looks from the perimeter. Some of them mid-range, some of them threes. He's 2 for 6 from three-point range for 14 points. 6 assists, only 1 turnover from him. He's the kind of guy who is not going to turn the ball over. 3 fouls in Andrew Nembhard, who's 1 for 3 from the field so far for 4 points. Miles Turner with the 12, obviously, we talked about. All of them came in the first quarter. Aaron Nesmith with 10 points. He's been solid. 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from three-point range, 2 for 2 from the foul line. He's been perfect so far. He also has 2 blocks, 2 fouls. Doing a good job staying out of foul trouble, Aaron Nesmith. That's something that he oftentimes struggles with in matchups against Jalen Brunson, where Aaron Nesmith is a very physical player. Brunson knows how to draw fouls on very physical players like that. And then Siakam, only 6 points, 2 for 5 from the field. Very quiet night for Siakam. Very quiet night for Andrew Nembhard so far. 2 turnovers for him and 3 personal fouls for Andrew Nembhard. He knocked down 3 to start the game and then went scoreless until he drew a foul late in the second quarter. So they're doing a good job on him. Off the bench, they're struggling with the guy they always struggle with, TJ McConnell. This guy, he's just got some magic that they really struggle to guard against for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. It's got to be a Tom Thibodeau thing at this point, right? Because We've tried Bridges. We've tried Anunoby. We've tried Josh Hart. All of them excellent defenders. We've had Mitchell Robinson in the paint. It does not matter. McConnell's going to find his way to 3 for 5 from the field for 7 points. He's going to find it. Ben Mathurin came off the bench, played 13 minutes, and was, for the most part, not great. Not great. 5 points for him, 1 for 3 from the field. Went hard to the basket a couple of times. He drew a foul on one of them. Didn't draw a foul on another one. Their bench overall wasn't very good. I would give a ton of credit to that to Mitchell Robinson, who absolutely dominated Thomas Bryant and Obi Toppin down low. Toppin didn't end up with 5 rebounds in his 9 minutes, but he was forced to battle with Mitchell Robinson down low. And both he and Thomas Bryant picked up silly fouls trying to keep him off the glass. Angel A1 Jerome, what's up, Angel? Let's keep it going. Let's get more than elbow room, some arm and leg room. Run away with it. Absolutely. A 7-point lead at halftime is a pretty good place to be. So far, they scored 69 points in the first half. Guys, 69 points in the first half. That's a lot. It's a lot for this Knicks team. They allowed the Pacers to score 62, so that's not great. But it's a very fast-paced game right now. Daniel Tilson said the Thunder game last night was close for a half. Yeah, but it felt like the Thunder were winning the game the whole night. It felt like Minnesota was riding off of. We talked about it. We watched the game last night, so if you were there, you would know my analysis of it. Minnesota knocked down 10 threes in the first half, and they knocked down 4 in the second half, and they got blown out in the second half. So guess why they were in the game in the first half? They were knocking down a lot of shots, some contested shots. Randall was 4 for 5 from 3 in the first half, or 5 for 6 from 3 in the first half, something like that. That's not necessarily the case here tonight. Bridges, 12 points. Towns, 15 points. Brunson, 18 points. Relatively easy points for them, right? Relatively easy points. Obviously, they're working hard, don't get me wrong. But in comparison to how hard they had to work and how contested everything was against Detroit and against Boston, they're definitely having an easier time scoring against the team. Brunson 0 for 3 from three-point range. Knocks down, 1, 2, maybe 3 more threes in the second half. That'd be nice. Bridges 0 for 1, Anunoby 0 for 3 on pretty much open looks. Overall, they're 8 for 19 from three-point range, which isn't bad at all. 42% is very good as a team. But they left some points on the table, missing some open ones. So there's a possibility for improvement there. The Pacers 6 for 16. They missed some open ones as well. So there's possibility for improvement for them. 23 for 45 from the field for the Pacers. 25 for 49 from the field for the Knicks. They have a 4-shot attempt advantage over the Pacers. That is thanks to Mitchell Robinson with his offensive rebounding. If we look at the offensive rebound, the Knicks with 6, the Pacers with 3. So they're winning that battle by 3. Overall rebounding, 19 for the Pacers, 23 for the Knicks. They're winning that by 4. So they're good. They're good. They're winning the possession battle, something that's incredibly important. Incredibly important to winning a basketball game, and especially winning the game if you're the Knicks. Everyone for the Knicks has scored. Everyone for the Pacers has scored. This is an incredibly high-level offensive game from both sides. Shot Collins said Knicks in 4. I love it. I love it. I'm with you. I only say Knicks in 5 because I want to end it in the Garden. Right? I don't want to end it in Indiana. I want the party to be here in New York. Daniel Tilson said my wife's sporting her Knicks slippers. Oh, she's the one giving the good vibes then, Daniel. The Knicks are up 7 because your wife put the slippers on today. Give her my thanks. Give her the thanks from the chat. Just that said MSG is ready to explode. Absolutely. There were a couple of times when the Knicks had the opportunity to go up double digits with an open look from the perimeter, and it just didn't drop down for them. Right? It just didn't really drop down for them. Rockabye Baby said, once they put Mitch in, he changed the game around. He did. He definitely changed the vibe. I think Mitchell Robinson came in and the Pacers was still perfect from the field, I think. Maybe they had missed one shot by then. But when he came in, obviously the defense is always going to change a bit when Robinson is in. I think it's interesting Tibbs not going with a double big lineup in this series. But as we talked about earlier, some of you pointed out, probably not the best lineup to go up against them here. Mark said good half. Good decent half. Good decent half. Mark said block the spammer. It's a bunch of them, Mark. I've done it maybe like 12 times already tonight. There's a bunch of them in here tonight. I don't know what's going on. I normally have that covered on a bot, but for whatever reason, it's not getting the map out of here. I don't know what the issue is. I'll look into it after the stream tonight. Ishmael Cooks, what's up, Ishmael? Do you think OG is going to step it up? I do. 3 points in the first half for OG, 1 for 5 from the field. We've seen him not have great halves before or not have great games. He had a game. Mark said you need a mod. Send in the resume. It doesn't even need to be a resume. Literally send me a message send me an email saying, hey, man, I'd like to be a mod, and we'll set it up. All you literally got to do, right? If you're like, hey, man, I can mod for you, literally send me an email. Email is located on the YouTube channel. That's Halliburton 6 for 11, ugly as it gets. Halliburton definitely picked it up in the second half, though. He ended the second quarter very strong for his team. At one point, scored 10 straight. Mark said I did. If I did this, Mark. What if I did that, Mark? There you go, brother. His dad said leading his team in sports. Yeah, he got it going at the end of the first half. 14 total points, leading his team in scoring. At one point, scored 10 straight points for the Pacers. At a time when they desperately needed it. They were down 8. They were on the verge of going down double figures, and Halliburton came back into the game and was like, all right, I got it. Let me show that I'm also a true blue star point guard in this league, on the verge of being a superstar point guard in this league, right? One of these players, all their last 2 or 3 years have been knocking on the door between Brunson and Halliburton of superstardom, right? They are stars who have flirted with being superstars, right? They've hit that level, but they haven't sustained that level for long enough. One of these players will enter in that realm after this 7-game series, right? Whichever team can get their team, whichever player can get their team into the finals will be crowned a true blue superstar in the NBA. That's just kind of how it works. When you lead your team to a finals appearance, you're going to start entering those conversations. They're both already kind of in those conversations, but again, haven't been consistent enough with what the things they do. I know some of you are going to push back with the Brunson thing because he's been very consistent the last 3 years, but getting your team to a finals puts you in conversations that you weren't in before. One of these players will hit that because one of these teams is obviously going to the finals. Just as that said, finals has to happen for JB. Look, man, they're already renaming streets in New York after our players. If Jalen Brunson gets this team to a finals, and I don't even want to start talking about if they win the finals, but if he gets them to a finals, those street names become permanent. Jalen Brunson Road or whatever it was called becomes permanent. Kenny McLeod said, big third quarter, we need to win this game. Let's go Knicks. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Mark. Thanks for getting that out of there. Stub Jerick said, hold home court is all I ask. Yeah, protect the garden. PTG, we've talked about it. It's been a slogan. I contemplated putting PTG up on the screen today. The reason why I did not put PTG up today, because PTG, after the Knicks go up 1-0, will be up on the board tomorrow, right? Today, after the celebration that we had, the goal for me was to don't kill the vibe. And so far, they haven't killed the vibe. The vibe is still intact. The vibe is still very good. We're hooping. Just that said, it's how you know you made it on YouTube. with the spammers. It's never been as bad as it's been tonight, right? I've had them in the stream a couple of times, and I'll get rid of them. Today, it's just nonstop so far. I don't know what's going on. It's nonstop. I don't know if just the bot account is just found this channel. It's just like, yep, we're going to keep attacking the channel today, but. Tim Dog, what's up, Tim? Go Pacers. We got a Pacers fan in the chat. Tim, how you feel? Excuse me. How you feeling after that first quarter, Tim? You feeling good? You feeling nervous? Do you like the way your team is playing? What do you want to see improve, Tim? Mike said, go Indiana and take Caitlin Clark with you. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Back into it. Start up our third quarter, start of the second half. Here we go. Dutch B said we can beat this team. Let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Big Mitch. They got him mic'd up here today, and I was just listening to it. He's ready to go. I love Big Mitch, man. I've tried to tell y'all all season long. My favorite player by far. Love Big Mitch. Here we go. We're starting the second half. Anunoby up top gets it over to Brunson, curling around the screen to the basket, puts up the floater. Can't get the floater to go. Josh Hart with an offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Swings it over to Bridges. Bridges is going to look to attack. Shovels it back out to Anunoby. He's going to look to attack to his left. Down the lane. Pulls it back out. Now coming to his right. Steps back for three. Pump fakes. Swings it out to Bridges. Shot clock winding down. A lot of meandering. Gets blocked by Halliburton. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Excellent defense from the Pacers until literally the last second where Halliburton is overzealous and runs over McBride coming over for the block. Got the block clean up top, but hit him with the body. It's not a smart foul from Tyrese Halliburton. He already put Bridges in a bad spot. He wasn't going to take that shot. He was going to look to pass it at the last second. Bailed the Knicks out on that one. Thank you, Halliburton. We appreciate it. Drolano, what's up, Drolano? Welcome back. Bridges misses a free throw, though, man. I don't like missed free throws. Too important of a game to miss some free throws. You're up 7. Could have put us up 9. Bridges misses both free throws? Really? That's what we're doing today? Mikhail, brother. Layup line, Mikhail, you didn't get to your layup lines? You didn't knock down free throws at halftime? Mikhail, what happened? What happened? They get it over to Halliburton, driving to his right. Against Towns, who played with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Towns. Here comes Josh Hart pushing the other way. Head down, driving it down. Pulls it back out. Picks up his handle, though. Ball knocked out of his hands. Josh Hart goes into the backcourt to recover it. Shot clock at 12 now. Not a lot of time left. Swings it over to Bridges. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing being guarded by Nesmith. Brunson swings through to his right, driving it down along the baseline. Step back, pump fake, leans in. Shot clock winding down. Under the basket, over to Anunoby. Anunoby goes up and he throws it down strong with 2 hands. Excellent pass from Brunson. Excellent pass. Hit ahead to Siakam down the lane. Gets swatted out of there by Anunoby. They swing it around up top to Turner. Swings it over to Halliburton. Coming to his right up the screen. Pulls it back out. Dancing with it. Crosses over to his right to the basket. Scoublet above glass. Got that one to go. And Bridges quickly pushing the other way. Bridges on the right wing dancing with it. Bridges coming to his left. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Nembhard. Has it in the high post on the right wing. Brunson swings through to his right, leans in, pump fake, steps through, shoves it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart in the air, kicks it out. Anunoby, an open 3, line me up. Too long, can't get it to go. Siakam with the rebound. Gotta knock down these open ones. OG, what's going on with you, big dog? You used to be knocked down from 3. Now I don't know any time it's going to go in. Siakam dancing around the screen. And they call a foul on Josh Hart fighting over the Nesmith screen. Just as his dad said, up 7 is very nice. It's nice. It's nice, but we've had our opportunities to extend this score here. We've had our opportunities. They get it into Nembhard. Nembhard has it up top. Being guarded by Josh Hart. Over to Halliburton. Deep on the left wing, being guarded by Towns. Inside pass to Turner, being guarded by Bridges. Turner, drop step, Bridges. Digs down and knocks the ball out of his hands. Excellent defense from Bridges. And Josh Hart bringing it down on the left wing. Turns down the handoff from Anunoby. Knocked out of his hands. And Josh Hart was asking the bench to challenge. Bench decides not to challenge. Pacers have it up top. Halliburton steps back for a straightaway three. Hesitates, now puts it up, gets blocked. Brunson picks it up. Can't hold on to it, though. Knocked out of bounds by Nesmith. And Nesmith is begging his bench to challenge that one. And Rick Collar just says, go get back on defense. I don't have to challenge this out of bounds play. It's not a big deal. Now Brunson's going to bring it down. Still a 7-point game. Brunson goes past Nesmith. Has it up top. And an offensive foul on Brunson. Offensive foul on Brunson. You know, I said, choppy third, we need to start. And Tom Thibodeau's going to use his challenge here. Tom Thibodeau's going to use his challenge on that offensive foul on Brunson. Mark said, I don't know about this one. I don't know either. Mark said, flop, for sure. For sure. He hit the floor, and then that's when Brunson trips over him. You know, I said it's a good call, bad challenge. I don't know. Brunson initiates the contact. Nesmith definitely takes a bit of a fall. I don't know. I actually think the contact up top is a little bit of a play on, but Nesmith is trying to, you know, I said Brunson threw the shoulder. He did kind of throw the shoulder, sure, I could see that. I could see them upholding the call because they rule that he throws the shoulder. But he doesn't, usually it's a lowering of the shoulder to throw it. Brunson just kind of turns and throws his body into them. Brunson's big and strong, right? Nesmith is guarding him full court, being very physical. Brunson returns the favor with some physicality. So we've seen calls like this kind of go either way, so it's up to the ref's interpretation, but we'll see. I could definitely see it being upheld, though. You know, I said Nesmith has defended JB well all last series. He did. Nick Yak said horrible call. Yeah, I don't love the call, but I could see it going either way. It kind of just depends on how the referees see it. If they rule that Brunson threw the shoulder, they could call it an offensive foul, because at that point, it is an offensive foul. You're not allowed to just throw your shoulder into the defender. If they rule that Nesmith was also bodying up on Brunson, and he doesn't have defensive positioning, and it's a blocking foul, that's where it could go the Knicks' way. So it kind of just depends on where the referees are going to lean. The fact that they initially called it an offensive foul on Brunson could lead you to believe that they're going to uphold the offensive foul. So, JA3, what's up, Jay? How you doing tonight? Justice's dad said, any info on Zach Zarba, Brian Forte, Brent Taylor, Michael Irvin? They're fine refs. I've never had an issue with any of them. Zach Zarba at times, but that's every ref. I think he's actually a pretty good ref. I think a decent refereeing crew. Also leads to the fact that we haven't had any calls here tonight that we've thought were egregious. You know? Susan said, time limit on reviews, please. Absolutely, Susan. Say it 10 times more. Absolutely. Gigi said they're going to see JB holding his wrist, Indy winning it. I don't think they would call that foul, though. Because if they did, they can go a little bit further back and see Nesmith hitting Brunson in the face. So, you know, I said, unless you're LeBron, he's not allowed but encouraged to throw the shoulder. That's superstar status, brother. Did you watch the OKC game last night? Did you see Jaden McDaniels just look at SGA the wrong way, him fall to the floor, and the refs are like, that's a foul. You can't look at SGA the wrong way. Brunson's third foul. Unsuccessful challenge. Third foul on Brunson. Brunson and Nesmith having some words. A little bit of smiles from both sides. So some friendly trash talk going on between them, and Halliburton will bring it down the other way. 9:15 to go. Got to get a defensive stop here. Halliburton has it up top. Halliburton directing some traffic, coming to his left off the screen. Driving it down, kicks it over to Turner. Turner in the post being guarded by Towns. Faces up, sidestep, fall away, mid-range jumper, splashes it over Towns. All right, I guess Turner has those mid-range jumpers like that, man. I guess he's got it like that. Brunson bringing it down against Nesmith. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Nembhard. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson on the left wing, driving it down. In the paint, puts up the floater, gets it to go. And this could get tricky for Jalen Brunson and the Knicks because you could absolutely... We've seen Brunson get into like this pissing contest with his defender where he feels like, oh, you think you can guard me? And start to get on one-on-one happy, trying to go right at them. As Siakam in the paint turns over the left shoulder, knocks down the righty hook. Good move from him. So you want to see him continue to play within himself and not take this matchup too personally. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Dancing with it. Crowd's getting on the refs right now, asking him to call a foul out on the perimeter. Brunson driving to his right. Goes into defender, hangs in the air, leaves it off for Towns at the last second, goes up, gets the layup to go. Excellent pass from Brunson. Great finish from Towns. Excellent catch as well. Knicks still with a 7-point lead. Siakam up top to Nembhard. Nembhard over to Siakam. Siakam backing down Josh Hart on the switch. Backing him down. Spins to his right. Spins back to his left. Pump fakes. Inside pass to Nembhard. Goes up. Gets the layup to go. Brunson couldn't come over fast enough. You got to come over faster, Brunson. Anunoby doubled well. Siakam saw it at the last second. Good pass inside to Nembhard. Brunson in the post being guarded by Nembhard. They show two. Brunson picks up his dribble and throws it away. Bad pass from Brunson. Excellent defense from the Pacers. Here comes Halliburton, bringing it down. Stops, swings it out. Turner, inside pass. Siakam, a two-handed slam. Excellent ball movement from the Pacers and a timeout from the Knicks as it leads back down to 3. Good timeout from Tibbs. Let's talk it over. And again, right? I called it, right? You guys have pointed it out in the past as well. But when Brunson gets into this mindset of like, oh, you think you can guard me? All right, well, let's hoop then. And he gets into a little bit of his one-on-one bag. Pacers saw it coming as well. This is when they're going to start bringing the double team over, and he throws it away in the last possession. Good timeout from Tibbs. Let's talk it over. Let's regroup. Let's recognize what's going on. Let's reset our mental, and let's get back out there. Gigi said 10-4 run. Let that be their only run. Absolutely, Gigi. Absolutely. Look, every team's going to go on a run, especially two teams as evenly matched as this. It's unlikely there's going to be any blowouts in this series. It's very unlikely that's going to happen. I think all of these games, whether it's 4 or 7 games or anything in between, all of them are going to be close. I don't anticipate any blowouts. Mark said again, surprised by that challenge. Yeah, I don't think that that's something I would challenge. I get why Tibbs did it. It's the third foul on Brunson. Nesmith is being very physical with JB on the perimeter. Tom Thibodeau probably does it to force the officials like, hey, look, man, look how physical you're allowing it to be out on the perimeter. Like, you got to call one of these fouls. But Sweetie said they need to take Brunson out. Wouldn't be a bad decision to take Brunson out for a couple of minutes here. Obviously not long, but take him out. Let him reset a little bit. Let the bench come in. Let Deuce come in. And run some offense around some other players for a little bit. Right? I wouldn't mind a Deuce McBride for Jalen Brunson substitution, but we know that's not going to happen. Sweetie says Brunson's messing up. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Everybody makes mistakes. Every player's made mistakes here tonight. That's why you call the timeout. Good timeout from Tibbs. Dutch B said the bench. Let's get the bench back in while they're playing okay-ish. Bench was actually legitimately good. I wouldn't even say okay-ish. I thought they were legitimately good personally. I thought Robinson was excellent. I thought McBride was solid. I thought Campaign, after starting off really rocky and really bad, started to make some positive plays. So I think overall it balances out to pretty good. I thought they were pretty good. Gigi said, run the Mitch Cat lineup, take JB out to cool him off. Not a bad choice as well. The only issue is that with Halliburton on the court, right, I don't know if Robinson Towns is a lineup I want to go to with how fast Robinson can push the pace. I'm not sure that's something I want to go to. Although I wouldn't be opposed to trying it because of how good Robinson has played and how conditioned he looks. I mean, that man's getting up and down the court so far here in these playoffs. So I wouldn't be opposed to trying it, but it's not something that I'm like ready and willing to immediately go out and try. Weekend at Bernie's. What's up, Weekend? I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you, bud. My man Chev needs Robinson in. Damn, we should be up by 12. Yeah, they should be up around 10. For sure. They've had opportunities to push this lead a little bit further, and they've missed on those opportunities. And now they allowed Indiana to go on a run and cut it back to 3. So good timeout from Tibbs. Let's talk it over. Let's get back to it. Judge's dad said 8 for 20 from 3 so far. Yeah, cooling off a little bit. They haven't hit a 3 so far here in the second half. So here we go. Checking back in. Get it into Josh Hart. Some more full court pressure here from the Pacers. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson up top, coming to his right. Hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby over to Bridges. Bridges coming to his right. All the way to the basket. High off glass. Gets it to go over Nesmith. Excellent drive and finish from Mikal Bridges there. Excellent drive and finish. Here comes Halliburton, bringing it down. Coming to his left off a Bridges screen. Driving it down in the paint. Stops, turns. No-look pass over to Turner. Wide open right corner 3 from him. He comes up short on it. Josh Hart with the rebound. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby's going to bring it down. Anunoby inside pass to Bridges and a foul on Halliburton. I don't know where the foul was, but they gave it to him. We'll take it. That's 3 fouls on Halliburton, 3 fouls on Brunson. All right. They might have given him that foul to kind of match him with Brunson. There is some holding on Halliburton's side, but I don't know if that's a foul you would call. We'll take it, though. Brunson has it up top. 6:40 to go. Approaching the halfway point. Brunson coming to his left off a Towns screen. Driving it down. Stops. Kicks it out to Towns on the pick and pop. Pump fakes. Driving it into Nesmith. Kicks it back to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Turner now. He's going to look to dance. Quick crossover to his left. Blows right past him. Floater in the lane. Gets it to go. Tough move from JB. Back up by 7. Solid. Now let's try to extend the lead. We regained our previous lead. Now let's look to try and extend it. Halliburton picks his dribble up. Gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard being guarded by Bridges. Nembhard gets it over to Halliburton. Halliburton catches, pump fakes, driving to his left, blows right past Towns, and he gets an easy lefty layup to go. So Turner gets switched on to Brunson, and Brunson cooks him. Towns gets switched on to Halliburton, and Halliburton cooks him. Fair. Bridges coming to his left. Nesmith switches onto him. Bridges looking to dance. Kicks it up top to Towns. Towns being guarded by Turner. Swing through to his right, putting his head down, attacking to the basket. Can't get the floater to go, but a foul on Turner. And Turner saying he used the off arm on me. Towns is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws unless Pacers are going to use a challenge here. Turner was advocating a little bit for it, but it doesn't look like it. So Towns is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Justin's dad said, JB with 22 finally. Stuck on 20 for too long. Yeah, he had 18 at halftime. Only had 4 points so far here, halfway through the third quarter. James Cookfair says that Tibbs trying to save a foul for JB. For sure. Got to be smart with him having 3 fouls already. Towns knocks down his first free throw. Got one more coming. Justice's dad says, Cat with 18, 5, and 2. Yeah, he's solid. Josh with 8 or 9. Very Josh Hart stat line. He also has, 3, 4 assists? Very Josh Hart stat line. Fred said, stop switching. I think if you switch, you have to be more liberal with your switching. There were Bridges and Towns were involved in another action, and Towns stayed on Halliburton instead of switching it. Like you gotta communicate. If you're gonna switch, you gotta at any opportunity you have get back off of Halliburton. Towns gotta get back off of him. Towns knocked down the first one. He's got one more coming. Towns misses the second free throw. Come on, brother. Come on. I don't like missed free throws whatsoever. 6-point lead now. Mathurin has subbed in. Toppin has subbed in. Knicks still with the starting 5 out there. Mathurin coming to his left, kicks it out to Turner. Turner has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Back to Mathurin, being guarded by Towns. Mathurin faces up, jab step, dancing with it. Step back, side step 3 over. Towns can't get it to go. Toppin knocks the rebound out to Nembhard. Out to Halliburton. He's going to drive it down. No look pass. Toppin wide open right corner. Gets blocked by Anunoby. Toppin recovers it. Reverse layup. Got it to go. My goodness. Crazy finish from Obi Toppin there. Reminiscent of some Julius Erving there. They get it into Bridges. Bridges in the post being guarded by Halliburton, backing him down. They bring 2, out to Towns. Bad pass. Towns has to go out of his way to recover it. Being guarded by Nembhard now. Towns, jab step. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing. Pump fakes. Driving to his left. Down the lane. Knocked out of his hands. No foul call. Brunson saying he grabbed me. No foul call, though. Here comes Halliburton pushing the other way. Halliburton has it up top. Anunoby switched onto him. He's going to look to dance. Halliburton crossing over to his right. Brunson switches onto him. Halliburton's going to look to cook him. Coming to his left, behind the back, to his right. Step back. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Brunson. Call the foul on JB. That's 4 fouls on Brunson. Get him out of the game, Tibbs. We called it earlier. Get him out of the game now. That's 4 fouls. Just as his dad said, a little worried with Halliburton getting the calls. I mean, Brunson did foul him. Brunson did foul him for sure. Looked like Halliburton definitely kicked the leg out and kicked them, but what happens when you lose your challenge? I wouldn't have challenged that offensive foul on Brunson. I would have just pulled him out of the game. Robinson coming in, Towns coming out, McBride coming in, and Anunoby coming out. Brunson remaining in the game, guys. I don't know about this, Tibbs. I don't know about this. Obviously, you know you have a smart player in Brunson, but we saw him foul out in that Celtics game where he picked up 5 fouls in the third quarter. Like, you just pull him out. Just pull him out. You're good. You're good, man. You're good. Trust your bench. You get it into McBride. McBride's going to bring it down. Halliburton knocked down both of his free throws. It's a 2-point game, 80-78. McBride has it up top, and Campaign's at the scorer's table. Brunson coming to his left off a McBride screen, driving it down. Takes a bump, puts up the floater, gets the floater to go, then going to give him the continuation and one. Just as his dad said, Matherin the enforcer. he definitely carries himself that way. Definitely a confident dude. Dope Gen X said Matherin is like the Thompson twins. Is he? Is he? Thompson twins are kind of a one-of-a-kind kind of player. I don't think there's anybody who really compares to those guys. Brunson knocks down his and one free throw. Knicks back up by 5. They've led around 5-7 points majority of the night, but unable to extend the lead. Pacers unable to retake the lead here. Halliburton dancing with it. Robinson switches out onto him. Halliburton swings it over the top and back to Halliburton. Halliburton 1-on-1 against Robinson. Halliburton dancing with it. Pulls it back out. Crossing over. Step back 3 over Robinson. Well contested. Halliburton got it to go anyway. Created the space and got it to go. Excellent 3 from Tyrese Halliburton there. Just walked him down. Got him to the spot he wanted to. And he knocked down the 3. Back to 2. Josh Hart has it up top. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Matherin. Brunson dancing with it, coming to his right off a couple of screens. Good screen from Robinson. Brunson steps back, pump fakes, kicks it over to McBride. Quick catch and fire to the right corner for 3. Can't get it to go. Robinson, an offensive rebound, kicks it over to Bridges, swings it out to Josh Hart, back up top to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off a McBride screen. Brunson 1-on-1 against Halliburton. Leans in. Fall away baseline jumper from him. Got it to go. Here comes Halliburton. Halliburton has it up top. Josh Hart switches onto him off the screen. Coming to his right now. Driving it down. Got a lane to the basket. Pulls it back out. Kicks it over to Turner. Turner catches. Pump fakes. Almost falls down. Saves it out to Toppin. Toppin up top to Matherin. Swings it over to Halliburton. Halliburton 1-on-1 against Robinson. Settles for a deep 3 with the shot clock winding down. It's an air ball. Going out of bounds. Ball going back to the Knicks. Excellent defense. Excellent defense. And a timeout from the Pacers. Knicks with a 4-point lead, and they're going to get the ball back. You like to see it? You like to see it? Tom Thibodeau was able to save a couple of more possessions. With Jalen Brunson out on the court, Campaign should be coming in now, as he was waiting at the scorer's table. I just need Campaign to play calm, cool, and collected. Kinar says, was the challenge good or bad? I stepped out. That's a tough question, Kinahara. It wasn't a bad challenge, right? So what the play was, Brunson had it on top. Nesmith was being very physical with him. Brunson got a little frustrated. Brunson kind of turned, kind of threw his body right into Nesmith. There was a lot of contact. Nesmith hit the floor, took a little bit of a dive, but he hit the floor. Was a lot of contact. Brunson did throw his body a little bit into him. Then Brunson trips over Nesmith, and they called the offensive foul on Brunson. Tom Thibodeau was saying, nope, that's way too much contact on, way too much physicality from Nesmith. That should be a defensive foul, should be a blocking foul, if anything. And Tom Thibodeau used the challenge there. It also resulted in Brunson's 3rd foul, so Tom Thibodeau was also trying to save a foul on Brunson. But when they looked at it, they reviewed it, they ruled that it was still an offensive foul on Brunson, so they lost their challenge. So was it a dumb challenge? Was it a bad challenge? I don't know if I would label it a bad challenge, but I also don't know if I would label it a good challenge. I don't know if I would have challenged there. Kinar said, so it was a bad challenge, as I said. I don't know if it was a bad challenge. You can definitely get there. I get where you're coming from. I wouldn't label it as a bad challenge. I get where Tom Thibodeau's coming from, like trying just to show the refs, like, look, man, look how physical he's being with them. Like, you got to call some of these. But here we go. We're back into it. Either way, you lost it. Either way, you lost it. Whether it was good or bad, you did win it out, and you lost it. Bridges fall away, mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. Fighting on the glass, Toppin able to grab it. Here comes Halliburton pushing the other way. For Bridges missed mid-range jumper. Halliburton driving it down out to Toppin. Up top to Bryant. Thomas Bryant's in the game. Bryant dancing with it. Gets caught in the air, saves it out to McConnell. McConnell coming to his right. Campaign guarding him. McConnell, in and out dribble. Coming to his left. Off of Thomas Bryant's screen. In the mid-range. Driving it down. Under the basket. Reverse layup. Blows the layup. Thomas Bryant right there. Can't get the free throw to go. And Thomas Bryant will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Yak said, never just look at stats to see how Mitch played. Mitch has been excellent. Mitch has been excellent. Mike said, got to play better defense, man. No two ways about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, this is going to be a high-octane offensive series, unlike the previous 2 series where they were kind of brick fights all the way to the end. These 2 teams are good offenses, very good offenses. Some would even say excellent offenses, and kind of mediocre to good defenses, depending on the night, right? Towns and Robinson in. The double big lineup is in. Let's see how this works out. And I did say that I would like to see this lineup with Halliburton out of the game, and Halliburton just goes to the bench, and Tibbs decides to go with a double big lineup. Let's see how this works out. Thomas Bryant, did he knock down both? He did knock down both free throws, back to a 2-point game. Campaign hands it off to McBride, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing. Bridges gets it into Towns. Towns, high post, left wing. They bring a double team, pass fake, out to Bridges. Bridges kicks it out to McBride. Mid-range jumper from him as he cuts to the basket, and he knocks down the little midi. Here comes McConnell pushing it the other way. McBride's going to pick him up. McConnell coming to his left off the screen. Dancing with it. Up top to Toppin. Toppin swings it over to Neesmith. Neesmith dancing with it. Crossing over to his left. Driving it down. Stops. Turns. Fall away mid-range jumper. Comes up short. Robinson right there for the rebound. Yes, sir. Excellent defense. Forcing a mid-range jumper from Neesmith. Campaign bringing it down. Payne gets it out to McBride. McBride looking to get it into Towns in the post. McBride driving to his left. Pulls it back out. Gets it over to Towns now on the left wing. Out by the three-point line. He chucks it up. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Good box out on Thomas Bryant on Mitchell Robinson. The Pacers with the rebound. Here comes McConnell. McConnell swings it out to Neesmith. Back to McConnell. McConnell being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left. They show 2. Out to Neesmith. Back to McConnell. Wide open left wing 3 as 2 players went to Neesmith. And McConnell can't get the 3 to go. Toppin comes flying in for the offensive rebound. And a foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. And Towns is upset. He's saying, how is that a foul on me? I was just standing there. Toppin was the guy who came over my back. 3 fouls on Towns now. I said, wow, giving up offensive rebounds with a double big. Could happen. Ball takes a bad bounce. Could happen. They get it into McConnell. Now out to Siakam. No one comes out to Siakam. McBride forced to switch onto him. Siakam in the post, backing him down. Fall away mid-range jumper over McBride. Gets it to go. Bad defense from the Knicks. Just not awake on that possession. Where were you guys? Campaign will bring it down now. Payne has it up top. Coming to his right. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it on the right wing. Good ball denial from the Pacers. A lot of standing around from the Knicks. What are we doing? A lot of standing around. Campaign still holding on to it. He's going to have to look to go one-on-one. Driving it down. Puts up a tough baseline floater. Can't get it to go. Robinson battling for it. Knocked out of bounds. Going to remain with the Knicks. Excellent job from Robinson. Keep it alive. Weekend at Bernie said, refs hate New York. I don't know, man. It's been a perfectly fine officiated game to me. Some calls we don't like, some calls that work in our favor. It happens. Towns subs out. Get it into Anunoby. Anunoby in the left corner. Gets it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Siakam. Going to drive it down, go along the baseline. A lot of contact with Siakam, and he draws the foul. Now both sides heavily complaining now. Not liking the foul calls they're receiving. Towns complaining on the foul on Toppin. Now Siakam complaining on the foul on Towns. Because that's a 2 minutes of the double bigs. Yeah. I mean, we talked about how that may not be a lineup for this series, right? Obviously, we'd like to see it maybe a little bit more just to try it out, but it's just game one. We'll ease into things. We'll see how things work out. Mayweather said, if I had $1 for every time Sheffy said Towns is upset, he'd be a very rich man. Be a very, very rich man, Mayweather. I said the reason why the offense is okay with the double big, specifically because of offensive rebounds. For sure. It also forces power forwards to have to guard Towns with a center on Robinson, right? Towns knocks down both free throws. Thank you, Towns, for knocking down your free throws. I appreciate that. McConnell bringing it down. Knicks with a 4-point lead. They get it over to Siakam. Siakam up top, coming to his right. Gets it over to Matherin. Matherin coming to his right, up top to Nesmith. Nesmith swings through to his left. At the foul line, puts up a tough floater. Comes up short. Anunoby with the rebound. Knocked out of his hands. And a foul on Nesmith. Love to see it. That's 3 fouls on Nesmith, 3 fouls on Nembhard, 3 fouls on Halliburton. Anybody else we're missing? 3 fouls on Nesmith, 3 fouls on Nembhard, only 2 fouls on Halliburton. They must have taken one away. 2 fouls on Turner, and 2 fouls on McConnell. So nobody in too much of foul trouble. The only person in real foul trouble is Brunson with 4. But Campaign is 3. We don't care about that. Karl-Anthony Towns with 3 as well. So that could be an issue as the game goes on. But Anunoby's at the foul line because the Knicks were in the bonus for 2 free throws. Anunoby knock us down. He misses a free throw. OG, brother, you can't have these rough games, man. Towns subbing out. Robinson subbing in. Some offense, defense in. AB said just went. DeLon Wright coming in? Guys. Don't get used to this. This is just an offensive, defensive thing. Reggie Miller, of course, getting his name wrong immediately. It's DeLon Wright, not Darrell Wright. Jeez Louise, guys. Anunoby does knock down the second one. At least we got one, OG. Appreciate that. McConnell bringing it down, 90-85. Final possession of the quarter. McConnell has it up top, being guarded by Josh Hart. The Knicks with the defensive unit out there. Josh Hart, McBride, Robinson, DeLon Wright, and Anunoby. McConnell driving to his right, to the basket. Gets a layup to go. 7 seconds to go. Knicks have an opportunity to rush the floor and get another quality look off here. McBride's going all the way to the basket. Step back on the left wing. He's got to chuck it up over Matherin. Airballs it. Anunoby fighting for it. And that's going to be the end of the quarter, 90-87. Both these teams battling it out, man. Here we go. Joe's dad said DeLon Wright -2, LOL. Just getting blown by Josh Hart, by McConnell, to his right hand, like not even forcing him left. Like, okay. Lana Mona said, we need a 10-0 run to start the fourth. I would love that. I would even love a simple 7-0 run just to get the 10-point lead. The Knicks have hovered around 7-9 points, large swaths of this game here tonight, but incapable of really getting over the hump in terms of pushing the lead even further. Mark said, be a professional, Reggie, loser. That man does not know who DeLon Wright is. Right? If you don't know, the way commentary works in those situations is they have the earpiece in and they are constantly being fed information. So he's talking while being fed information that he's going to try to regurgitate and deliver back to the audience. So as he's talking, someone says in his ear, DeLon Wright's checking in for the first time since the Boston series. He's played only 3 minutes so far. And, they're saying that in his ear as he's talking to somebody else. And so now he tries to deliver that message, but he didn't hear the name correctly. He heard Darrell when they said DeLon, or maybe they said Darrell. Maybe they gave him the wrong name. But in Reggie Miller's case, like, you cover the league, you should know who DeLon Wright is. He's been around the league forever. He's been a good role player around the league for forever. Should know who that guy is. Gigi said, can't allow those drives to the basket by CJ. TJ? I'm like, who's CJ? Am I missing something? By TJ McConnell? Yes. I mean, even, like, look, he's going to find his way to the basket. He's made a living off of that. He's going to do that. But allowing a straight line drive with the ball in his right hand after really not an insane action, Josh Hart's expecting a screen. He rejects the screen and simply just drives right, and no pun intended, but right past Josh Hart for a right-handed layup. And it's like, brother, you got to lay on that right hand. You got to force him left. He's not going to finish with his left hand. You know, I said, let's face it, Reggie's always been a strict one-trick pony. Dude can shoot, can defend, drive, pass, or comment intelligently. Hey, man. You said it. I didn't say it, but. Hey, Hazy said, imagine Halliburton, Towns, and Luka on the same team. I'd call them the Dramatics. The Crybabies, maybe. That works, too. Those guys love to complain. Charlie B. Cruz said, so we have a Darrell Wright and a C.J. McConnell in the playoffs now? Hey, man. It's crazy. Definitely crazy. All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter, man. We got 12 minutes of basketball to pull this one out, go up 1-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals, guys. We got 12 minutes to go. Come on. Mark said, these spammers really want your chat, my brother. I got them locked down. I appreciate you, Mark. I appreciate you. You see what I was dealing with to start. It was me by myself. I'm trying to compensate, trying to watch the game, trying to work the scoreboard, and then I was trying to deal with the spammers as well. I appreciate you taking that off my plate. Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. McConnell coming to his right, being guarded by Bridges. Going under the basket, kicks it out. Siakam, a left corner three, comes up well short. Mather in the offensive rebound, can't get it to go. McBride ends up fouling him. Not great minutes from McBride here. I thought he had a good first half. Not a very good second half so far in his minutes. So Matherin's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. So Janex, a JV Finals MVP calling it now. I mean, that would just be a glorious world, man. It would be a glorious world we'd live in. Matherin at the foul line. Gets the first one to go. He's got one more coming. Brunson subs back in. Start of the fourth quarter. He's likely going to play the whole fourth quarter. He's got the 4 fouls. Matherin goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. Brunson will bring it down against Matherin. Brunson coming to his right off a high Robinson screen. Driving it down, leans in, pump fake, puts it up off glass, gets it to go. Jeez Louise, a tough pull-up jumper from Brunson. Here comes McConnell bringing it down. Brunson's up to 29 points. McConnell on the right wing being guarded by Bridges. McConnell coming to his left. Robinson switches onto him. McConnell stops, turns, pivots. Get it over to Siakam, out to Matherin. Matherin against McBride. Coming to his left, driving it down in the lane. Puts it up off glass with the floater. Got it to go. I don't like McBride on Matherin. Matherin's too big and strong for McBride. McBride's a good defender, but Matherin just able to shoot over. Towns is at the scores table getting ready to check in. Brunson driving it down in the lane. Scoop lay with the left hand around the Robinson screen. Nice Gortat screen from Robinson to free up Jalen Brunson all the way to the basket for a scoop lay with the left hand. Brunson with a 30 ball. McConnell driving it down. Foul line pull-up jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Robinson skying for the rebound. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson, inside pass to Anunoby. A tough pass. Kicks it back out to Bridges. Bridges in the deep left corner. Almost falling out of bounds. Now pulling it back out. Good job from Bridges to regain his balance. Driving it down against Siakam. Fall away foul line jumper. Can't get that one to go. Matherin with the rebound. Here comes McConnell. McConnell bringing it down. Bridges is going to pick him up, of course. Coming to his right. Now back out. Has it up top. Dancing around the Siakam screen. Coming to his left. Brunson switches onto him. McConnell crosses over to his left. Under the basket. Pump fake. Goes up. Gets the foul on Brunson. That's 5 fouls on Brunson. 5 fouls on Brunson, guys. These refs did not want to call that foul on Brunson. I thought it was a mistake to start the fourth quarter with Brunson. Lanamono said it's too close. We need a good separation. Towns is at the foul line. Towns is at the scorer's table with McConnell at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knicks with the 3-point lead. McConnell gets the first one to go. Shay McLean said, time to cook. I don't think that was a smart decision from Tibbs to start the fourth quarter with the Brunson. It's not a smart decision from Brunson to foul McConnell there. Like, just give him the layup, man. Just give him the layup. I'd rather you give him the 2 points than you pick up the fifth foul there. Josh Hart comes in for Brunson. So we have Josh Hart, McBride, Anunoby, Towns, and Robinson back to the double big lineup. As McConnell misses the second free throw, I love when our opponents miss free throws. I appreciate it. McBride bringing it down against McConnell. McBride coming to his right. Now coming to his left. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby being guarded by Mather, and Anunoby's going to look to dance with it. A step back left wing three. He has that in his game like that. OG, my goodness. All right, back to a 5-point game. Solid. McConnell on the left wing. Coming to his right. Driving it down in the lane. Kicks it back out to Siakam. Siakam pump fakes. Driving to his left on Towns. To the basket. Can't get it to go. He's trying to draw the foul. They didn't give it to him. Here comes Josh Hart. Shot out of a cannon inside the Anunoby. Anunoby in the post being guarded by Mather. Backing him down. Bully ball his way to the basket. Gets it to go off glass. Here comes OG. Flex on him, OG. Pacers call a timeout. They got to talk some things over. Flex on him, OG. He said, Jalen Brunson, who? He said, he was dancing with Mather. He said, Jalen Brunson, who? He said, who? Jalen Brunson, who? He said, watch me hit this. Woo. Right here, Mather, I'm right here. He said, give it to me in the post. Ben Matherin, not only am I going to step back on three on you, I'm going to hit you with a little drop step, a little floater in the lane. OG's starting to get it cooking. I like it. We needed somebody to step up here in this fourth quarter. I said OG's likely to have a better second half. We've seen him struggle in games and continue to struggle for 4 quarters. But he's starting to get it going here. He's up to 11. He had 3 at halftime. Now sitting with 8. Brunson with 31. He's out for probably the next 4 or 5 minutes. We'll probably see him with 4 or 5 minutes to go in the game. Here in this fourth quarter is when Tibbs will likely bring him back. Towns with 20. Anunoby with 11. Bridges with 14. Josh Hart with 8, 9, and 4. Very Josh Hardian stat line. So Jennings said, okay, JB got 4. It's OG time. JB has 5, Stealth. JB has 5. Keenar said, I love this. OG feeling it was time to assert himself. Absolutely. I also love Josh Hart looking for OG Anunoby in transition there. Anunoby got deep post positioning on Matherin. He said, all right, OG, give him the muscle, right? You was in the weight room for a reason, right, OG? And OG showed him that muscle. He said, let me put you under the basket, kid. Watch this. Roger G. also, JB's got 5 steals. He's got 5 fouls. Got 5 fouls, 4 turnovers. That's what JB has. 12 for 18 from the field, though. He's not missing. Hasn't made a 3. 7 for 8 from the foul line. Towns has only taken 9 shots. Part of that is also because he's gone fouled on some of his shot attempts, but 6 for 9 from the field, 20 points for him. It's going to have to be Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges here in the second half, in this fourth quarter, until Jalen Brunson can come back in. Brunson with the 5 fouls, only played 28 minutes so far. Towns has only played 26. Right? Part of that is because Mitchell Robinson's played really well tonight, and Tibbs has gone away a bit from the double big lineup here in this matchup so far. But he's getting it now. Delano said, where's Josh Hart? He's doing all the little things. Delano, he's having a very Josh Hart game. 8 points, 9 boards, 4 assists, the steal. He's all over the place. Grabbing rebounds. He's helping out in the glass. He's doing what Josh Hart does. Right? Filling in the gaps, pushing in transition. He's doing Josh Hart things. David said, Deuce and Hart doing dirty work. Yeah. McBride struggling a bit here in the second half. 7 points. He's knocked down 1 mid-range jumper so far in the second half. The defense has been okay, but it hasn't been to the level that I expect Deuce McBride's defense to be. All right, here we go. We're getting back into it, y'all. We're getting back into it. Here we go. Halliburton's back in, bringing it down. Anunoby guarding him. Coming to his right off the screen. Kicks it out. Nesmith, right wing 3 over Josh Hart. Can't get it to go. Nesmith flopped to the floor looking for a foul call. He didn't get it. McBride bringing it down. Hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart on the right wing. Knicks still going with the double big lineup, along with Hart, Anunoby, and McBride. Anunoby on the right wing. Pulling it back out. Picks his dribble up, kicks it out to McBride. McBride has a release valve, straightaway 3, gets fouled by Nembhard. Gets fouled by Nembhard. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's 4 fouls on Nembhard, but more importantly, it's going to send Deuce McBride to the foul line for 3 free throws, where he can actually extend this to a double-digit lead. A 10-point lead is on the table. McBride, all he needs to do is knock down these free shots. These free shots. McBride at the foul line. Misses a goddamn free throw. Come on, man. Free throws. McBride at least knock down these next 2. Give us a 9-point game. 9-point lead. Deuce knocks down the second one. All right. Give me 2 out of 3, I'll take it. Give me 2 out of 3 and I'll take it. Charlie said, did Achua see action tonight? He did not, Charlie. He did not. The only players to see action, DeLon Wright got in for about, 1 possession, like a 20-second possession, 30-second possession, something like that. And Campaign played his first half minutes. I don't think we've seen him here in the second half. McBride knocks down the last free throw, knocking down 2 out of 3, a 9-point lead for the Knicks. The crowd is into it. Nesmith up top to Siakam, gets it over to Halliburton, back to Siakam, down the lane. Can't get the dunk to go. McBride protecting that basket, Deucey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Deuce. Going up there and protecting the rim. Towns a deep 3. Gets fouled by Nesmith, baby. Stop hacking. Stop hacking. 3 more free throws. Knicks are going to take a double-digit lead. Let me see the replay. Deuce McBride going up against Siakam. McBride meets him at the rim. Oh, and he blocks it. I thought he just contested and Siakam missed the dunk. Deuce McBride got his hand up there and said, get that out of here. Siakam, you're not going to throw down on us. I love it. I love it, Deuce. Right? I said we needed more from Deuce. I didn't love his second half play so far. It was okay. It was teetering in between good and bad. It's definitely going all the way good right now as Karl-Anthony Towns gives us a double-digit lead, knocking down the first free throw. He's got 2 more coming. He's got 2 more coming. Slim Slammer, he's bringing out the brooms already. I love to see it, Slim. I love to see it. Z Despair. Despair says Pacers want to play street ball, then they can't complain. When they foul, they still will, though. I mean, that's just NBA basketball, man. Everybody's going to complain. Towns knocks down both free throws, but the Pacers, they love to, Nesmith loves to complain about getting slapped on the hand on a 3-point attempt, and then when he closes out to a guy, he gets body to body. Like, brother, those are 2 different fouls, my man. Just that said, that leg spread was a foul on Cat in Game 6. Just the inconsistencies from the refs, man. We know it. We know it. Towns knocks down all 3 free throws, man. I love you, Towns. Thank you for knocking down all 3 free throws. Halliburton bringing it down. A 10-0 run from the Knicks since Brunson's left the game. The Knicks absolutely locking in here with the captain going out with the fouls. Halliburton settles for a deep 3 over Towns. Can't get it to go. Robinson came in for the rebound. I was choking. Anunoby, a left wing 3. Can't get it to go. Robinson comes flying in, knocked out of bounds. It's staying with the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson, guys, flying in to grab another possession for the Knicks, battling for that rebound. My goodness, Big Mitch. My goodness, Big Mitch. McBride gets it into Towns under the basket. Being guarded by Siakam. He's able to recover it. Puts up a righty hook, gets it to go. Karl-Anthony Towns, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Towns. 14-point lead for the Knicks, under 8 to go. Halliburton bringing it down, gets it over to Siakam. Siakam on the left wing. Driving it down against Josh Hart to the basket. Shoves it over to Nesmith. Nesmith pulling it back out. Josh Hart comes out to cover him. He picks his dribble up and a foul on Josh Hart. And Josh Hart, he don't like the call. He don't like the call. Anthony Towns, after knocking down that righty hook shot, points at Siakam. I like the energy from Towns. I like it. I do like it. 25 for Towns. He's 7 for 10 from the field. He's hooping. Turner gets it over to Siakam. Siakam being guarded by Towns. Siakam driving it down against Towns. Gets blocked by Towns. Siakam picks it back up. 1-on-1 against Towns. Spins to the right. Baseline. He slips and falls. Saves it over to Nembhard. Follow-away jumper comes up short. Nesmith comes flying in. Josh Hart with the rebound. Defense, baby. They get it into Anunoby. Anunoby swings through to the basket. Gets the layup to go. Too big, too strong, too talented. Timeout from the Pacers. Take it home. Take it home. Karl Anthony Towns dominating the game on both sides. Both sides of the ball, baby. They said he wasn't a defender. They said he couldn't guard in space. He said, Siakam, come right here, baby. I'm gonna knock down buckets over you, and then I'm gonna lock you up defensively. This is the Knicks. This is what we do. This is the Garden. Take us home, guys. Take us home. Keep the mission alive. Take us home. 14-point lead here in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes to go. Lewis Lee, let's go Knicks. Keep it simple. I love it, Lewis. I love it. MBM Twin Cities. The double big lineup. Tom Thibodeau saved it for the fourth quarter. We were asking all game long, like, Tom Thibodeau not going with the double big lineup. Right? We saw it for, what was it? I think someone counted it down. Was it Kay Hazy or somebody? 20 seconds, 2 possessions, something like that, of the double big lineup earlier in the game. Tom Thibodeau going to it here in the fourth quarter. It's paying huge dividends. Forcing someone like Siakam to have to guard Towns. Towns is cooking him. And then even when Towns guarding Siakam on the other end, locking his butt up. Nothing. Getting nothing easy. Keenan Hart said, Twin Cities will need it versus Minnesota. Even if we play OKC, we'll need it against OKC as well. Casey said, not me. It was somebody. It was somebody. Jay said, I love how we focused when JB went to the bench. I mean, guys stepped up. JB went to the bench and Anunoby said, I got it. I got it. Watch me hit this step back three. And that got us cooking. Anunoby hit a step back three over Mathurin, then beat the Pacers down the court after a nice defensive stop. Josh Hart pushed it in transition, fed it down low to Anunoby in the post. He gets a floater to go off a nice drop step in the paint. It forces the Pacers to call a timeout. We come back out. McBride gets fouled on a three. Towns gets fouled on a three. Towns knocks down a righty hook shot in the paint. We're getting defensive stops. We're locking up defensively. Is my score correct? My score is not correct, guys. It's 108-92. I'm off. A 16-point lead for the Knicks. 16. Take us home. Take us home, Knicks. Take us home. Job's not done. We got 7 minutes to go. Susan said, OG's in the house, tried to tell y'all. OG, man, he came through in the second half. He had a pretty tumultuous first half. He is absolutely locked up here in the second half. He's been great. He's been great, both offensively and defensively. Exactly what we expect from OG. He's given it to us. Here we go, 108-92. Pacers will bring it down. Full court pressure from the Knicks to get into Siakam. He's going to bring it down against Towns. Full court, runs right into him, goes in, draws the foul, gets an and one. All right. Is that 5 fouls on Towns? 4 fouls on Towns. Okay. All right. 7:18 to go here in the fourth. Siakam at the foul line for one more. Calm it down. Calm it down just a smidge. They bring in Ben Shepherd. Thomas Bryant is in the game now, along with Siakam, Nembhard, and Halliburton. Siakam misses the free throw. Long rebound. Nembhard able to save it out to Halliburton. Cross-court pass to Shepherd. Towns does a great job of closing the airspace. Up top to Thomas Bryant. Bryant gets it out to Siakam, being guarded by Anunoby. Hands it off to Halliburton. Coming to his left. Robinson switches onto him. Hits Thomas Bryant comes to the basket, puts up a floater. Excellent help defense from Anunoby to force a tough floater for Thomas Bryant. He misses it. Josh Hart bringing it down the other way. Has it up top, gets it over to Towns. A deep pull-up three. Line it up. Airballs it. Come on, Towns. We don't need that one. We didn't need that one. We didn't need that one. I don't like that shot. Pacers bringing it down the other way. It's a 14-point lead. Nembhard down the lane, kicks it out. Shepherd, a wide open right corner three. Comes up well short, out of bounds. Going to the Knicks. They get it in the Hart. Josh Hart will bring it down. The Knicks are 6 for 9 from the field in this quarter, and the Pacers are 2 for 12. Josh Hart has it up top. Coming to his right. Josh Hart trying to get it to Anunoby. They swing it out to Towns. Towns, a left corner three. He's going to try that one. A left wing three, I should say, and he splashes it. Just needed one more step closer to the basket. One more step closer to the three-point line. They get it into Siakam, kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard pump fakes. They run him off the line. McBride switches onto him. Step back, fall away, foul line jumper from Nembhard. He splashes it. 111-96. 6 minutes to go. Halfway there. 15-point lead from the Knicks. They get it into McBride. McBride will bring it down. If I'm Tom Thibodeau, I don't even think about putting Brunson in right now. I would leave this unit out there. This is a solid, excellent defensive unit. Towns in the mid-post, being guarded by Siakam. Kicks it out, Anunoby, wide open right wing three. Pump fake, fly-by defense from Nembhard. Sidestep three. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart, an offensive rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Thomas Bryant. Mitchell Robinson, drawing all the attention on the offensive glass, allowed Josh Hart to come flying in for the offensive rebound. McBride will inbound it. Gets it into Anunoby on the left wing. Pump fake. Going right into Nembhard. And an offensive foul on Anunoby as he shoves Nembhard off. Gotta be better than that, OG. Gotta be better than that. Right in front of the official, too. Siakam going right into Cat's chest. Fall-away jumper in the paint. Gets it to go. Siakam finding some success against Towns now. Josh Hart gets it into McBride. McBride will bring it down against Shepherd. McBride has it up top. Coming to his right, off the Anunoby screen. McBride's dancing with it against Nembhard. Trying to run the screen with Towns. Coming to his left off a nice Towns screen. McBride, foul line pull-up jumper. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the rebound. And a loose ball foul. Nembhard holding on to Towns. Yes, sir, Towns. Way to battle on the glass yourself. Way to battle on the glass yourself. I like it. I like it. Knicks beating them up on the glass. Slim Slammer said, salute to Tibbs. Brunson coming back in. 5 minutes to go. 13-point lead for the Knicks. Brunson back in for Deuce McBride. Excellent minutes from Deuce McBride. Excellent minutes from Deuce McBride. Robinson also subbing back out. Mikal Bridges also subs back in. Knicks starting 5 back out there. Pacers rocking with Thomas Bryant, Siakam, Halliburton, Shepherd, and Nesmith now in for Nembhard. Bridges in the paint, fall-away jumper over Ben Shepherd, gets it to go. There you go, Mikal. Way to get into the game, make an impact immediately. Went right to him. You get it over to Nesmith, a straightaway three off the screen, splashes it. Nesmith is not missing from 3 in these playoffs, man. They get it over to Josh Hart. We've seen the Pacers have improbable comebacks before, so this game is far from over, y'all. Josh Hart bringing it down. They get it over to McBride. McBride's out of the game. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson up top being guarded by Shepherd. Coming to his right. Driving it down. They show two defenders. Half spin. Has it at the foul line. Pulling it back out. He's going to look to dance. Probably settle for this three. No, he's going to drive it in. Step back. Long pull-up two for Brunson. Comes up short. Anunoby right there for the offensive putback. Can't get it to go down. Long rebound. Bridges able to pick it up. Kicks it out to Anunoby. He's going to settle for the right corner three. Too long. Can't get it to go. Towns an offensive rebound. Towns in the paint. Goes up. Reverse layup. Got the reverse layup to go. Where's my foul? Thomas Bryant on the floor hurting. Anunoby pressuring in the backcourt. And I think they call a foul on Anunoby. 30 points for Big Cat. Big Cities is in the building, y'all. Big Cities is in the building. Crazy reverse layup for Towns. Crazy reverse layup. Let's see the replay. Thomas Bryant get hit in the face? No, he takes a dive. It's a flop. That's a flop. Takes an absolute dive. Just that's a nipping his chin, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Halliburton's at the foul line as he got fouled at half court and he misses a free throw. We absolutely adore missed free throws from the opponents, y'all. Halliburton knocks down the second one. I had my timer ticking the whole time. Under 4 minutes to go, y'all. Knicks with a 13-point lead. Brunson bringing it down against Ben Shepherd. Brunson coming to his right, stops, dancing with it against Shepherd. Brunson dancing with it. Brunson driving it down, leans in, fall-away jumper in the paint, gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Love to see it. Love to see it. Why do they have Ben Shepherd on Brunson? The world will never know. The world will absolutely never know. I don't know what Rick Carlisle is thinking, but Ben Shepherd cannot guard Jalen Brunson. That's it. Up 14. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Rolano said, how tall is Ben? Brunson. It's a nice friendly bounce off the front of the rim, but he gets the free throw to fall. Obi Toppin subbing in. Where is Miles Turner? Where is Miles Turner? I'm not complaining. I'm just asking. Ben Shepherd, I can tell you right now. And a timeout from the Pacers. Perfect time to check this. I'll tell you right now. Ben Shepherd is 6'6". Tall. He's tall. He is tall. Is anything I can say about Ben Shepherd? He is tall. I don't know if I could say anything else about him, but he is tall. 116-102. Siakam with 16 points on 16 shot attempts. Only 3 rebounds for Siakam. Only 5 rebounds for Turner. The rebounding battle. 8 rebounds for Obi Toppin off the bench. 4 rebounds for McConnell. 3 rebounds for Mathurin. Their bench is out-rebounding their starters. 32 rebounds for the Pacers. 40 rebounds for the Knicks. Out-rebounding them by 7. 25 minutes from McBride tonight. He's only 2 for 7 from the field. But he has 9 points, 4 for 5 from the foul line. And I thought excellent second half minutes, especially defensively. Comes up with a huge block on Siakam on the dunk attempt. Love to see that. Love to see that. Robinson, 20 minutes. 8 rebounds, 4 of them offensive. Josh Hart with 10 rebounds. Karl-Anthony Towns with 10 rebounds. Josh Hart, he's on triple-double watch. Probably not going to get there. Needs 4 more assists with 3.5 minutes to go. But 8 points, 10 boards, 6 assists. Brunson up to 32 is our leading scorer. Towns also with 30. 2 30-point scorers here tonight. Got to be able to finish this one off. Finish them off, Knicks. Finish them off. Mike said, let's do this and go home. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brunson misses the second free throw. These missed free throws, guys. What are you doing, man? Missed free throws piss me off, man. You're a professional basketball player. You get it into Siakam being guarded by Bridges. Siakam backing him down in the paint, drop step, gets it over to Shepherd. Shepherd kicks it out to Toppin catches. Pump fake, 1 dribble, sets his feet and fires from 3. Can't get it to go. Towns fighting on the glass with Siakam, knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Pacers. Chi said, sorry, Jonas, I'm going to have to pick Mitch over you. We got Chi. We got him, folks. We got him. A year-long battle of me telling Chi that Mitchell Robinson is better than Jonas Valanciunas. We finally got him. It took till game 1 of the conference finals, but we got him, y'all. We got him. Toppin handed off to Nesmith. Nesmith on the left wing, a pull-up three off a screen. That's it to go. I hate Nesmith, man. I hate him. This guy, the playoffs start, and he decides I'm not going to miss from 3. It's crazy. Brunson bringing it down against Shepherd. It's an 11-point game. Far from over, y'all. It's 3 minutes to go. Far from over. Brunson on the left wing being guarded by Shepherd. The fact that they're keeping him out there is kind of crazy to me. Brunson dancing with it, steps back. He's trying to answer with the 3 of his own, and he gets it to go. Captain Clutch is in the building. Captain Clutch is in the building, y'all. 3 points for JB, his first one of the game. He was 0 for 3 before that. Halliburton has it up top, dancing with it against Bridges. A pull-up 3 he's trying to answer, and he does just that, knocking down a 3 of his own. But Pacers can't trade baskets here. That is to the benefit of the New York Knicks. The Halliburton keeps them in range. 2.5 to go. Josh Hart has it up top. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Shepherd. Towns comes over to set the screen. Brunson waves him off now. Sidestep 3 over Shepherd. In and out, can't get it to go. Toppin comes flying in for the rebound. Hit ahead to Halliburton. Halliburton bringing it down against Bridges. Halliburton coming off the screen. Inside pass to Shepherd. Shepherd gets caught in the air. Kicks it out. Nesmith, a right wing 3. And he splashes that. This guy, Nesmith, does not miss, y'all. This guy, Nesmith, does not miss. Brunson bringing it down. He's got space. Under 2 to go. Brunson has it up top, driving down to his right. Stops. Now has Shepherd in the post, one-on-one. Everybody out by the three-point line. They got 5 shooters out there, outside of Josh Hart. Back to Brunson. Brunson up top, driving down to his right. In the lane, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Now over to Towns. Towns a straightaway 3. He's wide open. Off the side of the rim, can't get it to go. And Halliburton picks it up. He's bringing it down. 8-point game. Lock in defensively. We need stops. Halliburton dancing with it against Bridges. Halliburton trying to create some space from 3. Crosses over to his right in the mid-range. Pulling it back out to 3. Now crossing over to his left. Step back. Pump fakes. Kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam driving to his right. Along the baseline. And they call a foul on Josh Hart. And both teams in the bonus. So Siakam's going to the foul line for 2 free throws with 1:20 to go. And an 8-point game. Game's not over yet, though, y'all. Game's not over yet. 5 threes for Nesmith so far tonight. That man is not missing. He's not even hitting the rim. He's not even hitting the rim. Nothing but net. Siakam knocks down the first free throw. He's got one more coming. MBM said, please, we're not losing this. I have too much faith in Captain Clutch, man. I have too much faith in Captain Clutch. Siakam comes up short on the second free throw. Josh Hart with the rebound. Big time rebound from Big Josh. Way to go up and grab that rebound, Big Josh. Big clutch rebound. You want to talk about Captain Clutch? Josh Hart always comes up clutch with the rebounds when we need it most. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left off a Hart screen. Shepherd stays with him. Brunson's going to look the dance. Quick crossover to his left. Driving it down to the basket. Scoop with the right hand. Got it to go. You can't stop him. What's that, 37 points now? You can't stop him. I need JB to get 3 more points to give him a 40 ball. I need a 40 ball from JB. I need to put a stamp on this one tonight. Siakam kicks it out to Nesmith. Coming to his left off a screen. A pull-up 3 from him. This guy Nesmith doesn't miss. At least that one hit the rim this time, but this guy Nesmith doesn't miss. I didn't give Brunson his 2 points. My bad. Towns has it on the left wing. Over to Bridges. Bridges back to Towns. Towns to the basket. Lefty layup. Gets it to go. I love that Towns didn't settle for a pull-up 3 there. Back up to 8. 123, 115, 38 seconds to go. Nesmith, another pull-up straightaway 3. He got it to go. This guy can't miss. He's in fuego right now. And a timeout from Josh Hart and the Knicks. Back to 5. This guy refuses to miss, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the Judge's dad Nesmith is unreal. Keenan Hara, Nesmith, Judge's dad 5 in a row. I don't know what to tell you. How many threes does he have now? Is he up to 8? Is that 8 threes from Nesmith? You know what? Use up all your magic in this game, Nesmith, because you're not going to win it. Right? That's my mentality right now. He is 7 for 8 from the three-point line. Is that duplicatable? Is that going to happen again? I hope not. I hope we don't have to go the rest of the series with Nesmith just deciding I'm not going to miss a 3. Right? Aaron Nesmith, 8 for 11 from the field, 7 for 8 from 3. This is 7-3. His 7th. Insane performance from Nesmith tonight. By himself, 7 threes. The Knicks as a team, 11 threes. The Pacers with 13. All on the back of Aaron Nesmith going 7 for 8 from three-point range. It's a 5-point game with 34 seconds to go. This is not over yet, guys. Mike said somebody put a body on that guy. It does not matter. Contested, semi-contested, off the dribble, pull-up three. It does not matter right now. This guy is not missing. This guy is not missing. Gigi said not even worried. It would take a total meltdown for the Knicks to give away this game. We've seen this happen, though, Gigi. Not by the Knicks, but by the Pacers. They have ridiculous comebacks on their resume. Same way the Knicks do against the Celtics, the Pacers had them against the Cavs. Bridges has to get it in. It's Brunson. Brunson comes to the basket, inside to Anunoby. Anunoby loses the ball. No, they call a foul. And the Pacers immediately ask for a challenge. Brunson broke down the defense on a nice cut. Anunoby just couldn't handle the pass. Siakam makes contact with the ball and then makes contact with Anunoby's arm. I don't know what the call is for that. Pacers are going to use their challenge wisely. Siakam gets the block and then makes contact with the arm, but I think that's a clean block on Siakam. And then it's a loose ball. Who gets possession? I don't know. They didn't show the replay after that, but I think there's going to be a clean block. I think there's going to be a successful challenge from the Pacers. Anunoby not being able to grab it is not great. Not great. Not what you want to see. AB said everything is dramatic. We wouldn't have it any other way, man. We wouldn't have it any other way. Keenar said he hit Anunoby. He did hit him, but it was after the block. Like, what is the ruling on that? What is the ruling on that? Right? Is it marginal contact because the block already occurred and Anunoby loses the ball after the block? Do they count the swing down as as part of the possession? Trulano said, who choked? The Knicks defense overall. You have to play up on Nesmith and force him to put the ball on the floor and dribble it down and run him off the line. They didn't do that. Just as that said, clearly a foul. OG was about to dunk it. See what the call is. We're still waiting. Everybody's still on the bench. Still looking at it. Siakam gets a block clean up top, then comes down and makes contact. Siakam's left arm grabbing Anunoby's jersey too, though. I'm just noticing that. Just that it's a great game, no choking. Yeah, I mean, look, you got to give credit to Nesmith knocking down like a couple of ridiculous threes. Refs talking about it now. What are they going to come out with? Just that said it's a foul. Let's see. Let's see. You know, I said, yes, Siakam's all over. On the replay, I didn't notice the off arm from Siakam grabbing Anunoby's body. That's where I think the foul could absolutely be called. I think it's clean up top. I don't like calling it on the follow-through after a block is made, a clean block. But they could call him on the off arm, holding on to Anunoby's torso and his jersey, pulling on his jersey. The refs go back to the monitors. Left arm from Siakam is holding on to Anunoby's jersey. Student said flagrant foul on Siakam. I don't think it's a flagrant. I'm very confident in it not being a flagrant. Keenar said they're showing 29.9 seconds left. Yes, that was off the inbound from Brunson into Anunoby. The whistle was blown with just 30 seconds, about 30 seconds to go. Successful challenge from the Pacers. Ball back to the Pacers. 30 seconds to go, 5-point game. Gotta lock in defensively, y'all. Gotta lock in defensively. Here we go. AB said they need to stop. I said, what the F? It's very, I definitely see where they're coming from. Clean block up top. Not enough contact. The only way I could see them calling a foul is if they called the off-arm contact on Siakam. They deemed it marginal contact. I could see it. Let him play. Let him hoop. He has to make that clean catch and dunk it. Can't lose the ball like that. Here we go. Robinson is in. McBride is in. Going to the defensive lineup. But it was a timeout. The refs are talking to each other about substitutions Tom Thibodeau made. But it was during a timeout. The refs called the time, the Pacers called the timeout to use the challenge. You can make substitution during a timeout, refs. What are we doing? AP need to stop. Absolutely. Here we go. Halliburton will bring it down. Bridges guarding him. Halliburton up top. Gets it over to Nesmith. Nesmith, one dribble to his right, puts up the three. This guy can't miss, man. Nesmith knocks down another one. He can't miss. I don't even know. Josh Hart uses a timeout. I don't even know what to tell you. They tried to run him off the line. He's 8 for 9 from 3 now. This is ridiculous. Abe said doing some Reggie Miller crap on us. The Aaron Nesmith game, y'all. The Aaron Nesmith game. Just that said Josh got fooled. He slipped. I don't know if he got fooled. He slipped. The whole thing, what Josh Hart was trying to do was run him off the line. And Nesmith said, nah, man, I'm just going to step back and shoot this off-balance three. He knocked it down. So they go back to their starting five, their offensive unit out there. Brunson and Towns back in for Robinson and McBride. 123-121. Absolutely ridiculous game from Nesmith. I can't believe it. We need a basket. Right? But the shot clock is off, so the Pacers likely to go for a foul, or obviously they're going to go for a steal. They have more than enough time. It's just 2 points. Brunson throws it almost away. Josh Hart able to recover it. Back to Brunson. Brunson driving it down the lane, kicks it out to Towns. Towns in the right corner, pulling it back out. And Obi Toppin forced to foul him. Brunson, smart call. You don't want to shoot a shot there. 22 seconds on the clock. You want to run it off as much as possible. Josh Hart slipped again on the inbound possession, but able to recover and get back to the ball. Towns with 2 free throws here. He can put this a little bit out of reach. The Knicks are up 2. We can put them up 4. Come on, Towns, knock down your free throws, big dog. Appreciate you for knocking down the first one. I love it. One more. Puts it at a 4-point game. Come on, man. One more puts it at a 4-point game, brother. You got us, Towns. You got us. I know you got us, big dog. I'm not worried about you, big dog, at the foul line. I'm not worried about him. Brunson subs out. Turner comes in. Brunson comes out, McBride comes in, offense, defense right now. Turner comes in along with Siakam, Thomas Bryant. They're looking for a rebound if Towns does miss. Indiana does have a timeout remaining. The Knicks don't have one. Towns at the foul line. He knocked down the first one, giving them a 3-point lead. He can give them a 4-point lead here, so they wouldn't be able to lose the game unless a crazy Larry Johnson moment happens. But Towns misses a free throw. Thomas Bryant with the rebound and a timeout. All right, this could go into overtime, guys. This could go into overtime. 14 seconds and they have the ball, absolutely, in a 3-point game. And the hottest man on the court is Aaron Nesmith, who has not missed a three so far here in this fourth quarter. And he is, 5 for 5 from three or something like that in the fourth quarter here? Aaron Nesmith is 8 for 9 from three tonight. If the Knicks can survive the Aaron Nesmith game, it would go a long way. It would go a long way. Just as his dad said, foul. This is Eastern Conference Final. Y'all, my bad. They're going to come get the stream. Although the Knicks' defense this game is trash. The defense in this game was not trash. The defense the final 3 minutes, not great. Not great. Pacers run their little football play. Pacers get it over to Nesmith, right wing, dribbling it down. Anunoby fouls him on the floor. Anunoby fouls him on the floor. Excellent foul from OG Anunoby, sending Nesmith to the foul line for 2 free throws. That's a good foul from OG. OG has 5. That's fine. Fine. So Nesmith is at the foul line. The commentators are talking about the possibility of making the first and missing the second. Nesmith at the foul line knocks down the first one. So now the question comes, does Nesmith miss on purpose and they try for an offensive rebound? Or does he knock down both free throws? The Knicks don't have a timeout. They have Robinson in the game. Nesmith at the foul line. Knocks down the second one. Josh Hart gets it into Brunson. Brunson throws it almost away. Anunoby picks it up. And then he gets fouled. Brunson almost threw it away. Tried to throw it off of the Pacers defenders, but they were so concerned with corralling Brunson because he was in that dead corner. And he jumps out of bounds and tries to throw it off of the Pacers. Misses them. But thankfully, nobody from the Pacers was up on the ball because they were back trying to defend the basket. Brunson falls into the legend, Clyde Frazier, yes, sir. So Anunoby's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knicks with a 1-point lead with 7 seconds to go, guys. 7 seconds to go. MBM reminding people to hit the like button. Absolutely, if you're in the stream right now and you're enjoying the content, go ahead and hit the like button. We do every single Knicks game of every single season, culminating so far here in this conference finals run. You love to see it. Hopefully it continues into a finals run, but we will be live again tomorrow for the Western Conference finals as well. Anunoby at the foul line. Misses the first one. OG, brother. OG, brother. Come on, man. Come on, OG. Come on, man. Come on, man. No threes. No threes. Knock this one down, big dog. Does knock down the second one. Neither team has a timeout. They have to go the full length of the court. They get it into Halliburton. Halliburton bringing it down. 5 seconds to go. Halliburton dancing with it. Driving to his right. To the basket. Almost loses it. Pulling it back. Puts up the 3 at the buzzer. It drops down. No way! No way! Of course. Of course. They called it a 2. They called it a 2 on the floor. They called it a 2 at the floor. 125, 125. Saying his toe is on the line. Toe is on the line. We're going to overtime. We're going to overtime. We're going to overtime, guys. We're going to overtime. So we're going to overtime. Can never, I gave 2 points on the wrong side. Can never be easy, guys. Can never be easy. 125. Let's go to overtime. No big deal. 5 more minutes of basketball. Who doesn't like 5 more minutes of basketball, y'all? Who doesn't like 5 more minutes of basketball? Let's do it. Let's do it. So here we go. Throw 5 minutes up on the clock. Let's do it. Let's do it. Five more minutes, y'all. Who doesn't like more basketball? Just that Halliburton did the choke. A little premature, man. A little premature. I can't believe that hit the back of the rim, bounced off the screen so high, and fell back down. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. Charlie said, all because OG missed the free throw. Yeah, if he makes that free throw, they're up 3. It's a 2-pointer for Halliburton, and the Knicks walk away with a win. This is why I absolutely despise missed free throws. The only person I will allow being a 50% free throw shooter is Mitchell Robinson because he's so bad at it. I'll take 50%. Abe said, can't make it up. It was meant to be, brother. It was meant to be. Here we go. Self-Jedic said we missed about 6 to 7 free throws. They did. They did. Before we start these last 5 minutes, Nesmith is up to 30 points. He's 8 for 9 from 3. This man can't miss. This man can't miss. Halliburton's with 29, right? Towns with 33. Brunson with 37. Josh Hart with 8. Anunoby with 14. 2 for 4 from the foul line. Not good enough, brother. Bridges 0 for 2 from the foul line. Not good enough. Don't like it. Right? Overall from the foul line. Mitchell Robinson 0 for 2, but that's fine. Mitchell Robinson's going to miss free throws. 24 for 36 from the foul line is horrendous. 67% as a team. That's bad. That's horrendous. That's bad. Roger G. Wall said, if I remember correctly, we did well in overtime this postseason. We did. We did. Pretty good overtime team, but the way the Pacers are shooting the ball, man. The way the Pacers are shooting the ball. Missed 12 free throws, man. Here we go. Started overtime. Wouldn't have it any other way, y'all. 5 more minutes, throw it back on the clock. Here we go. Brunson bringing it down. Being guarded by Nesmith. Here we go. Take us home, Captain. Take us home. Where's my mic? It's a good thing I didn't throw my mic and break it, because we got 5 more minutes to go. Get it over to Bridges. Bridges up top. Being guarded by Nembhard. Bridges coming to his left. Bridges almost lost it. Josh Hart picks it up in the lane, puts up a floater. Can't get it to go. Siakam with the rebound. Here comes Halliburton. Brunson took a hit to the chest or to the throat or something. He was out of the play. He gave the ball up. Halliburton has it up top, being guarded by Josh Hart. Coming to his right of a screen. Gets it over to Turner. Turner catches. Pump fakes. Driving down. Stops. Mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Jay said we better pull this out. Oh, we better. Oh, we better. Brunson on the right wing. Coming to his left off a Towns screen. Good screen from Towns. Pulls it back out. Gets it over to Towns in the post, being guarded by Nesmith. Backing him down. Backing him down. Backing him down. Picks his dribble up. Cross-court pass to Josh Hart. Left corner 3 for Josh. Shot clock winding down. Can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds by Turner. Ball is going to stay with the Knicks. Under 4 to go. Brunson, got to get it in. Gets it into Towns. Towns in the right baseline, being guarded by Turner. Fall away mid-range jumper. Gets it to go, baby. Gets it to go. He didn't take the one-legged fall away. When he takes the one-legged fall away, he can't knock it down. But if he just hits a little regular jump shot, he can knock it down all day long from mid-range. Halliburton has it up top, coming to his left, now crossing over to his right, to the basket over Towns, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Halliburton looking for a foul call, he doesn't get it. Josh Hart with the rebound. Towns is limping, he's hurting a little bit. Brunson, trapped by the half-court line, pump fake, gets it over to Towns. Towns gets it over to Josh Hart, excellent pass inside to Anunoby. Anunoby reverse layup, gets it to go. Knicks up by 4. 3 minutes to go. Get it over to Nembhard on the right wing, being guarded by Hart. Coming to his left off a double screen. Towns switches onto him, driving to his left, down to the basket, inside the Turner. He loses it, Bridges picks it up, and the Knicks are pushing it the other way. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson to the basket, scoop away with the right hand, gets fouled. No foul, no goaltend. I thought that I heard a whistle. Where's my whistle? We got killed there. Nembhard, right corner 3, gets it to go. I can't believe it. And they're gonna review whether it was a 3 or a 2. I can't believe it wasn't a goaltender or a foul. Oh, they're gonna look now to see if it was goaltending or not. Goaltend. The goaltend, they didn't call it. And a 3-point make from Nembhard. Stays the 3. And Josh Hart bringing it down. 2:30 to go. 129-128. Josh Hart has it up top. Get it over to Brunson. Brunson on the left wing, coming to his right. Neesmith sticking with him. He spins to his left off of him. Gets trapped by Turner. They fall on it. Josh Hart falls on it with Siakam. It's going to be a jump ball. Turner subs out. Who subs in? Toppin. Toppin subs in. Josh Hart versus Siakam. Nembhard's really good at stealing these jump balls, by the way. Hart knocks it. Toppin saves it over to Nembhard, and the Pacers will bring it down. Nembhard has it on the right wing. Brunson switches onto him. Nembhard crosses over to his left, down the lane, off glass, gets it to go. And the Pacers with the lead. Their first lead since when? First lead since 45-44 in the second quarter. Brunson gets it stolen. Toppin picks it up. He's bringing it down, shoves it over to Neesmith. Neesmith against Towns, goes up. Lefty layup, can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Towns, not the foul. Brunson bringing it down now. Brunson struggling with his handle a little bit. Brunson has it up top, crosses over to his right, driving it down. A lot of contact, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, but a foul on Neesmith. Going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Come on, JB. Come on, big dog. That's a JB 7 turnovers. Look, if the Knicks can survive the Brunson 7 turnovers and the Aaron Neesmith blood sacrifice can't miss a 3 tonight game, we'll take it. We'll take it. Neesmith with 5 fouls. Brunson with 5 fouls. OG with 5 fouls. Brunson at the foul line for 2 free throws. Come on, Captain. Knock down your free throws, brother. Brunson knocks down the first. Thank you, JB. 1 more to go. Come on, Cap. 1 more to go. Ties it at 130. Give us the lead. Brunson up to 38. Brunson knocked down the first one. He's got 1 more coming. Come on, JB. Come on, Cap. Come on, Cap. Yes, sir. 2 perfect free throws. Nembhard bringing it down. Nembhard up top. Nembhard dancing with it. Town switches onto him, driving to his left. Stops, step back, fall away, foul line jumper. Comes up short, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. They're going to give it back to the Pacers. Out of bounds off of Josh Hart. Get it into Siakam, back to Halliburton. Halliburton being guarded by Bridges. Pulling it all the way back out to the half-court line. Running the pick and roll with Toppin. Crosses over to his left on the rejection. All the way to the basket. A lot of contact. Gets the layup to go over Josh Hart anyway. Excellent finish. Brunson's going to bring it down. Both these teams swinging back and forth, man. Brunson bringing it down against Nesmith. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his right off a Josh Hart screen. And a foul. And the Knicks are in the bonus, so Brunson back to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Three fouls in Halliburton. So JB at the foul line for 2 more free throws. Just knocked down 2 perfect free throws. He's got 2 more to go. Brunson knocks down the first one. Thank you, JB. Ties at a 132. Robinson subs in. A rare overtime substitution, y'all. You never see overtime substitutions. Robinson subs in. Brunson with the 40 ball. I think Halliburton also has 39 or 40. Brunson knocks down both free throws. Thank you, JB. 1 minute to go, y'all. 1 minute to go. Nembhard has it up top. Coming to his left. Brunson switches on to Nembhard. Dancing with it. Now coming to his left. They kick it over to Siakam. Extra pass to Nesmith. Up top, Halliburton. Wide open. He pump fakes. 1 dribble. Puts up the straightaway 3. Can't get it to go, but Toppin right there for the offensive rebound and putback. Rebounding, y'all. Rebounding. Here comes Josh Hart bringing it down. Josh Hart has it up top to get it over to Brunson. Brunson, jab step. Being guarded by Nesmith. Indiana leading by 1. Brunson, jab step, coming to his left, blows by the defense, puts up the floater, gets it to go over Toppin. Captain Clutch, man. Captain Clutch. Halliburton bringing it down. Knicks back with a 1-point lead. Halliburton crosses over to his right, spins back to his left. Brunson forced to switch onto him. Brunson one-on-one against Halliburton. Crosses over inside the Nembhard, and he snuck behind Josh Hart. Brother, Josh, what are you doing, man? And a timeout from the Knicks. What was that, Josh? What was that? 136, 135. Woof. Woof. Aloha said, trading baskets, man. My heart is pounding. I am nervous. And I'm never nervous for these kind of games. I'm nervous today, y'all. I'm nervous today. Because these Pacers, man, they got no quit in them the way the Knicks got no quit on them. D. Grant said, this is going to be a heck of a series. Knicks got to find a way to hold off the Pacers' 3-point shooting throughout the series. Absolutely. Absolutely. .136, 135. Knicks down by 1 with 26.7 seconds to go. AB said, if we lose, OG's holding this loss. A lot of people are holding this loss, man. A lot of people are holding this loss. If that does happen. If that does happen. They get it into Towns. Towns coming to his right. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges over to Anunoby. Over to Brunson. Knocked out of bounds by Nembhard. Indiana's going to use their challenge, man. This could be out of bounds on the Knicks. Bad pass from Anunoby. That's off of Brunson. That's off of Brunson. That's off of Brunson. That ball is going back to Indiana, y'all. That's going back to Indiana. That ball is going back to Indiana. Knicks need a stop and a score now. Now they need some defense. That ball is definitely off of Jalen Brunson, y'all. Bad pass from Anunoby. Great defensive effort from Nembhard. You know, I said not often you see 43 points, but he lost the game. Brunson? Y'all got to stop trying to point the loss on one person. This is a team-wide choke. Defense was bad. Offense was bad. All of it. Down the stretch. Tibbs, not good substitutions, pulling out McBride and Mitchell Robinson after they were catalyst in helping the Knicks build a 15-point lead. Was a bad decision from the coach. Everybody gets blamed. When you lose like this, if the Knicks do end up losing, the game ain't over yet. Game ain't over yet, y'all. Successful challenge. Ball back to the Pacers. So the Pacers have the inbound now. 136, 135, 20 seconds to go. So the shot clock is off. So you have to either come up with a turnover or immediately foul. You get it into Toppin immediately. Now over to Nembhard. Nembhard inside the Toppin. Toppin's going to go up and dunk it down for a 3-point lead. Not smart from Toppin, but gives them a 3-point lead. Now here we go. Here we go. Timeout from the Knicks. Their last timeout. Here we go. Time for Captain Clutch to put the cape on. Here we go. So Jay said, free throws, free throws, free throws, all I have to say. You guys know why I emphasize free throws all the time. Right? $138, 135. Knicks down by 3 with 18 seconds to go, y'all. Just that's it, clear goaltending. It was clear goaltending. They didn't give it to him. Ben Shepherd is on the court. Knicks with their starting 5. Pacers come out with Toppin, Siakam, Nesmith, Shepherd, and Nembhard. All pretty solid perimeter defenders. Bridges, nowhere to go. Gets it into Brunson. Brunson up top being guarded by Nembhard. Dancing with it. Crosses over to his left. Step back, left wing 3 for Brunson. Way off, airballs it. Josh Hart, an offensive rebound out to Towns. Towns a straightaway 3. Comes up short. Fight for the rebound. Bridges able to save it. Nobody. Bridges able to grab it, knocked out of bounds. Ball back to the Pacers. Indiana's going to win it. Indiana's going to win it. Not a good shot from Brunson, airballed it. Excellent defense from Nembhard. Towns had his opportunity, came up short on it. Excellent fight between Bridges and Josh Hart, able to grab it. If you're Bridges, you have to throw that off the Pacer who was laying out of bounds there. Indiana uses a timeout here. That's a clear goaltending. Make your free throws, Justice is dead. Make your free throws. I can't believe the Knicks didn't survive The Nesmith magnet ball game, man. Can't believe it. Out of bounds off of Bridges. This is definitely up there with one of the worst losses in Knicks history. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Just that's a 20 in the fourth for Nesmith. That guy didn't miss, man. That guy didn't miss. That guy did not miss. Nesmith ended up with 30, 8 for 9 from three-point range. And they're going to steal this one in the Garden, man. They're going to steal this one in the Garden. And one of the worst losses in Knicks history. Okay, so we're definitely winning this series. Watching this game, I'm positive. Yeah. And Indiana wins it. Indiana wins it. That's the final. Delano said you would have won if you kept shooting threes. They would have won if they continued to play defense. If you want blame, you want to throw blame around, everybody gets a piece of the blame here. Brunson with 7 turnovers. Very uncharacteristic turnover game from Brunson. Let's go through it. 43 for Brunson, but 7 turnovers, 5 assists. Towns with 35 and 12. I thought Towns was pretty good all night for the most part. We'll go through the defense in the fourth quarter, but Anunoby with 16. Very up and down. He had a stretch where he was awesome. Outside of that, he was pretty bad. Mikal Bridges, 16. Started off the game pretty hot, 8 for 16 from the field. 16 points on 16 shot attempts isn't great. Only 1 3-point attempt from him. 6 boards, 5 assists, did a little bit of everything. A steal, 2 blocks. He was there, did his part, did his thing. But again, the defense. Josh Hart, 8 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. Very Josh Hart stat line. Josh Hart did what Josh Hart always does. Mitchell Robinson off the bench, 2 points, 8 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. He did Mitchell Robinson things. He did his job. Campaign off the bench, 10 minutes, 6 points. Did his job. McBride, 9 points, 2 boards, an assist. Did his job off the bench. In the second half, this is where everything took a turn for the worst. 5 minutes to go. McBride and Robinson played majority of that fourth quarter, and Tom Thibodeau subs them out. They get the starters back in. Not a bad substitution. You're getting your starters back in. But I had talked about as well, before Tom Thibodeau put Jalen Brunson back in, like, hey, I would consider keeping Deuce McBride in this game. Keep the defense out there. They put Towns and Brunson back in, and the defense took a dive. And when the defense took a dive, this guy took over. In one of the most improbable shooting performances we've seen in a while. Hit 5 threes in that fourth quarter, man. Aaron Nesmith, 30 points tonight. I think that's his career playoff high. 8 for 9 from three-point range. He hit tonight. Halliburton was fantastic, 31 and 11. Andrew Nembhard did his part, 15, 4 and 4. Turner with 14. Siakam ended up with 17. And they got contributions off the bench from all over the place. Mather with 9. McConnell with 10. Toppin with 8 points, 10 rebounds. He was fantastic rebounding the ball. It was actually a fantastic substitution from Carlisle to put him in the game during overtime. Hey, look, man. We called Knicks in 5. So you can't win in 5 unless you lose 1. Fix up the mix-up. 16-point lead, and Tibbs and Brunson throw it away. It wasn't just Brunson. The defense from Josh Hart was atrocious. The defense from Anunoby was invisible. Towns wasn't up on the screens. And Bridges was invisible in the fourth quarter. Obviously, they didn't run any play to involve Bridges in the plays, but who was guarding Aaron Nesmith in those possessions? He was getting open from three-point range. It was Brunson. It was Josh Hart. It was Towns guarding him on the screens in a drop, allowing him to get open from three-point range, and the Knicks paid the price for it. Sweetie said we had momentum with Brunson on the bench. We did. We had momentum when he came into the game, too. He scored like 2 baskets in a row, and it was like, here we go. Rockabye Baby said, this is why I hesitate to put my whole heart into these teams. Oh, brother, there's only one way to do it. You got to put your whole heart into it, man. You got to put your whole heart into it. Too Toxic said, it was in their hands. Mitch gives up 2 dunks to Obi. Giving up 2 dunks to Obi is not what lost him the game, Too Toxic. Lost him the game is not being able to close out on Aaron Nesmith from 3-point range. He was 8 for 9 from 3. Phenomenal shooting performance from him, but you know. Avi said, the only thing you could hang your hat on is the Knicks are good on the road, but I don't really trust them, so. Hard to trust them when this Pacers team just did what they did. Fix Up the Mix-Up said, I feel it for OG. Wasted talent. I mean, Anunoby missing that free throw, man. He makes that free throw, the Knicks win. Knicks overall from the foul line, 28 for 40. They missed 12 free throws, guys. 12. They missed 12. Got to the foul line 40 times. They missed 12. A loss like this doesn't happen unless you shoot yourself in the foot multiple times. The Knicks did exactly that. Really undisciplined at every level. Just a colossal, gut-wrenching loss. Knicks in 5. I said Knicks in 5 to start. I'm going to stick with Knicks in 5. JP said this series is over. Yeah, Knicks in 5. Knicks going to be able to pull it out. They're going to be all right. Gut-wrenching loss, but if there's anything this team can do, they can bounce back from tough losses. Hey, Hazy said they'll fix it in game 2, y'all. They'll be all right. Look, let's wallow in our misery here tonight because we deserve, as Knicks fans, to wallow in our misery with how brutal performance those final 5 minutes were for the Knicks. But we'll be back. They'll win game 2. Right? We'll win 2. Mayweather said big smiles, Knicks in 5. You can't win in 5 games unless the other team wins at least 1. There's their 1. Roger G. Wall said, they didn't win the game, we lost the game kind of game. I can't get behind that. Indiana absolutely stole this game. They won it. You don't go 8 for 9 from 3-point range without winning the game. You know what I mean? Like, the Knicks absolutely lost it. It's both. The Knicks lost it and Indiana stole it from them. But, my goodness. Madrasi said Knicks fans will need therapy after this. Just that said, call the goaltending ref. We all saw it. Yeah, or foul. They're kind of falling all over the place. Yeah. D. Grant said Nesmith was out of this world. He was phenomenal, man. He had a generational game. We'll see if he'll be able to continue this hot shooting, man. 8 for 9 from 3 is crazy. But the Knicks had their opportunity to pull it out, and they did not take advantage. Just that said, I'm so sick of Tibbs' face. Everyone gets blame here tonight. It's not just Tibbs. I thought Tibbs, there's only so much you could do, man. Like, yeah, he put Brunson and Towns back in, but like, you know, and I thought that was maybe a mistake, but like also like you're putting your 2-star players who are playing pretty damn well all night back into the game, like not a bad decision. I would have kept McBride out there for Brunson. Brunson with the 5 fouls. He ends the night with 7 turnovers. Yes, he has the 43 points, but man, I would have kept McBride in there. I thought McBride's defense, I thought his energy, I thought his effort level was all there. Mayweather said, definitely a classic game 1 steal. Knicks in 5, guys. Knicks in 5. And AP with a very generous super chat. My brother AP. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. My man AP. I got to pull this back down. He said, Karl Anthony Towns is Carlos Beltran. He needs it to hit it 1 free throw, just like he needed the swing at the plate. He needed to hit the 1 free throw, man. He needed to go 2 for 2 from the foul line. Instead, he ends the night 2 for 4 from the foul line. Bridges 0 for 2 from the foul line. Anunoby 2 for 4. Towns 9 for 11. That's fine. Brunson 12 for 14. That's fine. When you take 14 free throw attempts and you miss 2, that's fine. Take 11 free throw attempts, you take 2, that's fine. Anunoby 2 for 4 is not good enough. Bridges 0 for 2 is definitely not good enough. Josh Hart 1 for 2 is not good enough. McBride 4 for 5. I'll take it. That's 80%. I'll take it. Just that said, he coaches fine. But I would say the same if Carlisle was our coach. Fair, very fair. I mean, you could be frustrated with it. I'm frustrated with it. Kent Neal said Captain Jalen Brunson just have to take care of the basketball. He does. He does, man. 7 turnovers is not going to cut it. And he's not the kind of guy who turns the ball over a lot. Fix Up the Mix Up said it's one game. Show worse than Melo. We don't learn. Google team. Okay. Not sure what you're trying to say there, brother. Should have kept JB on the bench longer, says Mark. I agree with it. I agree with it. At the time, when Brunson was at the scores table, I was like, I would consider keeping McBride in the game. Even if you want to bring Brunson back in, maybe bring him in for Josh Hart or something. He's not going to pull Josh Hart out. Maybe in for Bridges. I'd keep McBride in the game. But Bridges was playing good defense. McBride was playing good defense. Who are you bringing Brunson in for? I don't know. Maybe you just leave him on the bench for a little bit longer. But it's also not a bad thing to bring your best player back into the game with 5 minutes to go. Not a bad decision, but it just didn't work out for them. Mark Avon said, this is a bad choke towards the end. Knicks got to do better than this. Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the obvious statements. Yes, we get it. Bad choke. Outplayed them the whole game for 43 minutes. And then the final 5 minutes happened. Ellie, what's up, Ellie? Good night. I will be numb for now. We go back on Friday. Every other day, man. We're back to it on Friday. Game 2 in the Garden. Mark said, way too early for the choke shot. Hey, man, he's out there having fun. He's talking his trash. And you know what? He knocked down the shot to get him to the overtime. And he helped lead his team to victory. So you know what? When you win, you get to do whatever you want. You get to talk all the trash you want. Mark Avon said, Knicks are working with blood pressure med companies. They should be. Kerwin Nixon said, goddamn, inside the NBA, put 2 Knick haters, Draymond Green, Reggie Miller, around in the final. They did. They cursed the Knicks. That's what they did. Lonamona said, loyalty to Brunson is bad decision from Tibbs sometimes. I don't think it's loyalty to Brunson. I think he's just made a simple decision of, I'm going to put my best player back in the game with 5 minutes to go, and we have a 14, 15-point lead, whatever it was at the time. And we're going to be able to close it out because he is the closer in the NBA. He won a clutch player of the year. He's going to close this one out. Up with a 15-point lead, we'll be all right. I think the problem is you need a defense out there. With a 15-point lead, you need a defense out there. It's not a bad decision. It just didn't work out, that decision, right? Fix Up the Mix Up said Tibbs will never win a championship with his style. Ask D-Rose. They're in the conference finals, brother. Playing exactly his style. Fully healthy, ready to go. Hey, he said, Knicks just looked unsure of how to defend in the first and let up on the gas in the fourth. I'm genuinely feeling we're good. I feel pretty good with the way they played. They just didn't close it out well. Here's the thing, though. The Indiana Pacers, excellent team to close out games. This is reminiscent of when the Knicks stole game 1 against Boston, right? So you're down 0-1 in the series. You got to be able to pull out game 2. Don't go to Indiana down 0-2. Right? And now pull out game 2. You're good. He said, very true. This should be a learning lesson for Tibbs. I mean, the thing about that, though, K-Hazy, is I don't think he's going to learn anything from it. I think he's just going to be like, hey, crazy things happen. I don't think it was a bad decision. It was a question I asked, for sure. I think it's a credible question. I'm sure he was asking himself that question. Like, he could have put him back in with 6 minutes, with 7 minutes, with 8 minutes to go. But he waited to the 5-minute mark, which is very late in the fourth quarter for Tom Thibodeau to do. I'm sure he was searching for a time to, like, all right, when do I put my best player, my closer, back into the game? When do I do that? You know, I would have just considered leaving McBride in the game, even if you wanted to bring Brunson back in. But I think that's going to be it, though. Rolano said realistically Knicks in 7? Knicks in 5, man. Knicks in 5. Just Dad said Indy OKC and finals. NBA is gonna have the whole world watching. Nope. Yeah, I think they really want to see New York in the finals over Indiana. And I don't think it really matters Minnesota or OKC because they have two very marketable players in SGA and Anthony Edwards. So, Fixed Up the Mix Up said Brunson is a defensive liability against this team. Then the Pacers' job is on defense just to stop Brunson. Yeah, man, we talked about it all night. But they didn't lose that lead because of Brunson's defense. Part of it was Brunson's defense, for sure. But also part of it was Josh Hart's defense, Zane Anunoby's defense. I thought Josh Hart was pretty bad down the stretch. Like, I guess if there's anybody you want to pull out, like, pull out Josh Hart from McBride. Pull out Josh Hart from McBride. Eric0215 said, y'all, Knicks are sure quiet now. Who's quiet, brother? We're all in here talking. I don't know what you mean, brother. Just Dad said they missed 36 threes. This is a terrible product. Who missed 36 threes? The Knicks? 11 for 34 from 3? Wasn't them. Pacers 15 for 37? Wasn't them. You talking about the Timberwolves? Okay. All right. We'll get there. We'll be back tomorrow for the Timberwolves game, and then, of course, we'll be back for the main show on Friday when the Knicks take on Indiana for Game 2. But they did not accomplish their goal. The goal was to not kill the vibes, and they absolutely took the vibes and ripped them to shreds in one of the worst losses in Knicks history. They ripped the vibes to shreds, right? If they would have just lost the game and it was close and they didn't pull it out at the end, I think the vibes would still be intact because they outplayed the majority of the game. But to lose the game in that way, they killed the vibes. Now, Game 2, the goal will be to restore the vibes. That'll be Game 2, right? So we'll be back tomorrow, and then obviously we'll be back on Friday to watch Game 2. But until then, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Remember, brush your teeth before bed. We got a guy named Boston Celtics Strong saying Pacers in 5. Can't be any more miserable than that, brother. Come on, man. Come on, man. But I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us. Remember to brush your teeth before bed. Stay hydrated. Get a good night's sleep. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Till next time. Bye. Revel in your misery tonight, y'all. Get back to it tomorrow. Good night, everybody.